figured the majority of campaigns wouldn't get that high, so it's not something to worry about. Most games peter out well before then. So they just ignored it. And what ended up happening is that in that bracket of the game, either you roll everything or everything rolls you, and there's a very little in between. Anchors did not want to live. This was a deeply disturbed man with amnesia caused by prion disease, caused by forced cannibalism. This sure was a character, and the player and I both acknowledged and understood that he was meant to be a problem, and he was a problem. Unfortunately, there were members of the party that, despite Anchors being a problem, really believed in the idea of the power of friendship. Like Anchors wasn't meant to be like a problem for the party, right? Like he was helpful, especially in combat, but kind of like the narrative idea is that he was kind of like a ticking time bomb, and eventually he was going to go full feral, and they'd have to like put him down. And our little scheme was near the end we were going to have a bad guy do like dominate monster or whatever on him, and just like let him loose on the rest of the party, which would have been great. However, our bard, who was sentimental as hell, was like, "No, Anchors is our friend," and I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. As he's the bard goes to like I can't remember if it was like a counter spell or like some kind of special counter charm that he had with a subclass or something. But basically, it was clear that he was going to try and prevent this effect from occurring, and I just hear the player from his mic just very quietly, "Please no, please let me have this." "We can't let your mind get taken over. You're our friend." And he's like, "No, let me die. Let me go see my ancestors." Only character in that campaign who was bummed to get to the end. We were really hoping for like a major send off to Valhalla moment, but the rest of the crew were just intent on keeping this monster alive. Oh well. Strike of the Giants.
I think we figured, yeah. I think Strike of the Giants is going to be what we're doing.
I mean, thematically, it fits. And it's also like, depending on what you choose, it can do cool things.
Yeah. I'm right. I think that's what we're doing. There's a lot of good options. But
I do want to say an honorable mention to Fey Touched and Mage Slayer.
I know.
Mage Slayer would be hilarious on you.
It would be kind of fun.
What the hell is Strike of the Giants?
I don't know.
It's where giants strike things.
You basically
extra damage, additional effect when hit with a weapon attack according to giant type chosen.
Yeah, you choose a giant and you do a thing.
That actually sounds really fun.
Yep. And then later on, if you're, I don't know how that works, but there's additional things you can do or different feats you can take.
Huh. Like, I would totally be like a cloud or storm giant with that. That'd be so fun.
There's stone, storm, cloud, hill.
This must be in the Bigby book, and I never picked that one up.
There's no fire, though. But I can
really? There's no fire giants?
Oh, there is. Ember the
fire. It just does a D10.
Oh.
Resistance to fire damage. And you get...
Yeah. Boo.
That's cool, though. Alright. Level up. Next.
Which one did you choose?
Strike of the Giant.
Well, yeah, which giant though?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I
That's
don't
fair.
know yet. But I will by the time I pick.
I
It's
know
a
which one.
It's a once per turn thing. Oh, yeah, this is really good.
Alright. Hit points. Yeah, we know. Let's just take the average.
Is there one that gives you advantage on grapple checks?
I already have that.
You already has that.
Yeah. Seven more.
Ah, it's Jax.
Haha.
Did I go barbarian? I did. Okay.
I think
That's-
its average for fighter is a 6 instead of 7.
So I'll just take one away and get out of here.
Did you finalize your spelling list yet, Shino? Because the more I thought about it this week, the more I want to Simulacrum Jax.
I think I did just choose it just to choose it. But you did remind me I haven't prepared anything.
If you're wanting to level up fighter, you'll want to make sure that barbarian is set at 0 because I know
I just did that. Yeah.
the
That's
Mancer
made.
wants to put your first class as always in priority.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's
just
right.
setting them both as 0.
That's where I fucked up. But it's all good because I fixed it before I hit next.
Oh,
How much is the materials for that, Shino?
1,500.
We don't want
Bet.
we want feet. Suppose it doesn't exist in here though, doesn't it? Maybe it does. ST Strix. Nah, it doesn't exist in here. We'll have to make one, huh, Teddy? Unless you want me to pick something that actually exists.
Hmm.
You only get to
Oh.
choose one, is that right?
Yes.
One type, yeah.
But he can whatever he chooses, he can do it once per turn, which is huge.
Like giants might. The damage, anyways.
Do you know which one you're leaning towards? Because like the fire one, that's easy. That's just an additional D10.
Yeah. I honestly, let's see here. I was trying to figure out.
Well, you can go with ability score increase and just like increase your charisma or something to by 2 or whatever. Your charisma is currently 11, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can just take ability score increase, and then we'll make a feat.
Okay. Charisma +2. Okay. Next. Apply the change. And then just need to remember to subtract 1 HP from my total. Also, the boon from that bowing to that dead hobgoblin guy is gone now, right? Or was that permanent?
Oh yeah, no, that's you only get the benefit once between long rests and dawn.
Okay. So,
So you lose it after no, you have it's aid, right? So it's a max HP increase. But it vanishes after 24 hours. And dawn will have to pass before you do it again.
right. So I'm technically not at 195. I'm at 175. It's upsetting.
That explains why I'm at 100 HP because I'm like, there's no fucking way I have 100 HP as a wizard.
Although you guys took a long rest just now, right?
Yes.
What is that? 13 and 5, 18? 18.
Yep.
Temp.
I'm up to 61, guys.
I kind of like the Frost Strike, though. The Frost Giant. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or its speed is reduced to 0 until the start of your next turn. So they can't pass me. If I hit them, they have to stay.
That is true. I like how the Fire Strike is just straight up
It's just damage. Which I like that.
Damage.
Too, but
If they wanted to be cool, they would have made Fire Strike do 2d4 as opposed to 1d10, but I guess that's fine.
yeah.
I guess that's fine.
What do you guys think? Should it take some funky stuff or just more damage?
Well, I'm actually a fan of funky stuff, personally.
Yeah, I like funky stuff too.
It's fun to make creatures make saving throws.
Yeah.
It just means we can silvery barbs it.
So I guess, do I do Cloud, Frost, or... I'm not really interested in Hill.
I mean, having prone means advantage on melee.
Yeah, but I can give myself advantage anytime I want. With Reckless.
You do what's best for you, but I think Hill is worthy contender.
Cloud Strike is potentially horrifying.
Yeah, I like that one.
Cloud is
going with-
funny.
Cloud also does the same thing as Hill, in a sense, but has more defense.
But I like the idea of something not being able to get past you to come get me.
That's
do
also
like-
great.
I do like Stone Strike because if I hit somebody with the hammer that I'm throwing, it throws them another 10 feet.
That is pretty good. It also does force damage, which, as we've established, very few things are resistant to.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That Storm Strike is disadvantage.
On attack rolls, yeah.
Yeah, for something that's attacking 3 or 4 times, that's probably not terrible either.
This is a remarkably good feat.
Yeah, this is
I agree.
This is good.
Did you look at later on when the additions to it? I guess I should probably compare them. Well, we're never going to get there, actually. Never mind.
Additions.
Yeah, so there's hold on.
Oh, the feats that say if you took. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying.
4th level. If you took this strike, then you get this ability.
I
So
wondered what those meant. Now I understand.
I'm just going to toss this out there too, just because of the beast damage that you do.
Mhm.
The Fire Strike's the only one that's going to give you 2 on a crit. Everything else is saving throws. So when you crit, you could add that and you'd get 2d10 to it, and nothing else does that. I'm just tossing that out there because your crits are mean anyway. I know that.
That's fair. That's another potentially 20 damage.
But also, if the creature is immune to fire damage, then that's double of 0.
Which is double zeros. I like that.
Yeah.
Someone decide for me. Just make a choice.
We can't do that.
Hmm.
We can't do that. Oh man.
That's basically your fire damage back too from your flame tongue.
That's true. I did give that up, didn't I? A flaming flying hammer.
If WotC didn't decide to be shit,
Yeah, we're doing. I think we're just gonna be boring and take fire. Fire strike.
I kind of want to someday make like a team of bad guys with this feat, but they're all like giant Power Rangers.
Hell yeah.
And do
Alright.
stupid poses and
I
shit.
wanna give one more argument for Stone Strike. Since we're about to do a whole bunch of elemental dungeons, force damage will be the only one that you never have to worry about helping them instead of hurting them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And if you guys are far away from me and I throw my hammer, I can knock them away from you. Any
Also
enemies?
true. So it's crowd control and force damage.
All of these are very good in their own rights.
All right, you've convinced me. We're going stone. Final offer. Final offer.
As a dwarf, I feel like that's fitting.
Yeah,
That is
especially-
also true thematically.
Yeah.
Dwarven royalty, perhaps.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I'm gonna add that feat for you real quick.
Okay. Do you want me to make a damage modifier?
If you want.
Surely. We will call this Stone Strike. One d6. You only do this once per turn, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay.
One more spell to prepare. What do I want to prepare?
Holy fuck! I didn't see what that DC was on that. That's huge for you.
Yeah.
What is the
You're-
DC?
It's 8 plus proficiency plus strength plus constitution.
Strength or con.
Yeah, that's 10 plus 5 plus 8.
Is that just your strength, or is that your strength? Oh, it's strength or constitution.
Or I'd take strength then. That's 6 plus. That's 11 plus 8.
Yeah, 19.
19.
A higher DC than mine.
You're at 18 now, though. It should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I'm at 18 and he's got a higher spell base. Not spelled save, but
I'm better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
built different.
So what happens if I put everything on? Is it gonna just overload everything?
You know what? What if I don't prepare and I don't summon Tio? What if I just don't?
What kind of damage does Teo do?
It varies.
Any.
Any?
Yeah.
I mean, it could come in handy, especially if we're going to the fire cult.
Sometimes I know that Tio's like easy mode for Shino, but sometimes I feel like besides getting another body in the way, it don't do that much. I mean,
Yeah.
the breath weapon helps sometimes, but
Well, the thing is now that I have 7th level spells, I can actually consider upcasting her to 6th, and then she'll have 3 attacks, 3 melees, and a breath.
that might be
And-
better actually.
I mean,
So
it could
she's
also
a little bit more viable now.
we could also. It's also nice to have another thing to hit that isn't us. So
Yeah. Thing is just like, why summon Tio when I can haste Hargrim?
true.
Everybody got their 18 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
What would you replace her with?
I don't know. I have one free spell I can prepare right now, and I'm
Oops.
not sure where I want to land it on. For this instance, because I don't know. Are we tackling a major dungeon tonight, or are we cleaning up this dungeon?
This dungeon is cleaned up. Well, no, there's possibly 2 more fights, and one of them I'd hardly call a fight. But that is in the direction of the water temple. So if you want to go to the water temple, you might have to go through some guys.
Because it depends on what we do. I might change a few things. Like, if we're going to water or fire, I'll have fire shield prepared. If we're not doing that, then I won't need fire shield.
No, we kind of committed to the good guy route, so we're getting Hargrim purged first. So we're doing
That's-
water.
That's why I prepared it.
Unfortunately, we went good.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that was. I mean, lovely idea that was.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel, guys.
I mean, if you want, I'm still half okay with the rewind if y'all want to. We haven't done anything story progress since then.
No, I'm not putting Zegdar back on the map. We're committing.
We have a whole dark side campaign coming up, boys.
This is true.
Yeah, but why be bad guys when we could be the bad guys?
Oh, that's
Oh, you
fun.
guys are going to be the bad guys in that Sith game.
Averages.
Con save 19.
Hey Theo, I don't suppose you have Sickening Radiance as a 4th level spell.
Sickening Radiance. I do not.
As a 4th level.
I've got Vitriolic Sphere, but no. I also have Banishment, if need be.
What's it cost you to learn it?
If it's a 4th level, it'll be 150 times 4. Is it Evocation?
It is, yeah. That's what I
Half the gold, half the time. So 150 times 4 divided by 2. 300 gold. And I believe it's 2 hours per level, so
Oh, 4 hours.
4
something like
hours. If you have it, I can learn it on during this long rest.
Isn't you said it's 4 hours per level? That's 16 hours.
No.
2 hours per level,
Yes.
and half that if it's evocation.
I don't have it now, and it's gonna be expensive as a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
But I'm tempted to buy it for shenanigans. But you, if I pay for you learning it and buying it and everything, you would learn it.
Yeah, I could learn it. I think it's. Wait, no, it's half the gold, and hold on, I don't remember
No, you're
those
you're
rules.
right. It's 2 hours and 50 gold per level of the spell. If it's within your school, then it's half that.
Yeah.
Time and money. The only exception are, I believe, blade singers, because they don't have a school, and scribes, but the scribes keep the money but change hours to minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go halvesies with you.
Well, the only thing that's concerning about gold now is my new spell. Because I need at least 3k for this.
Heroes fees. Yeah.
Actually, Teddy, can I use my inspiration to remember that I've got a gem-encrusted bowl?
Yeah.
We going
Go
full
ahead.
1k, or are you gonna let me persuasion roll for it?
Well, we're gonna go for the 1K because you can't remember how the negotiation went. You just remember that you have it.
Okay, I'm rolling anyway, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, you'd have succeeded. They were selling it for 1,400. That's what you remember.
Damn, what a deal.
Kat, I know you take good notes, so would you write this down?
Write down that you have a gem encrusted bowl for Heroes Feast.
No, my current maximum hit points, because I'm doing maximum hit point shenanigans here, where
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll make a new tab.
So I think everybody should probably let Kat know what their maximum hit points are before we.
Yeah, I put it in the bio section.
Player.
Sheet.
I'm at 100.
Max.
175.
What's your multi-class, Jax?
That works.
Rogue Wizard Fighter.
Oh.
So don't sound too impressed.
And some soup.
All right. Arbitrarily going down the list in Discord. Hargrim,
That-
what is your max HP?
175.
I need like 75.
that is a build that will have like 60% of all players be like, "What the fuck?" until you say Blade Dancer, and then like, "Oh."
True.
Theo, max
60
HP, please.
61.
I kind of wish I would have took a different rogue subtype since I really haven't got to do much limit ledger hand, but we don't really have kind of too high level for anything like that.
And what other rogue would you take?
Assassin.
Assassin would be a good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Or just a swashbuckler, just to be rude.
Swashbuckler would be rude.
I went swashbuckler once and it made 0 sense, but it was fun as hell.
No, Swashbuckler's so good. It's
It
so
is.
simple. It just means that you can ignore the prerequisites for sneak attack, but
Yeah.
it's still so good.
Well, as long as you still don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, as long as you still don't
But
have
yeah.
disadvantage. But
Jexy boy, give me your max HP, current max HP.
100.
Even, clean, nice and dirty. Shabazz.
I have 91 and Pizzazz has 59.
Actually, to be honest, I'd probably go Inquisitive for the lore background.
that'd be dope.
Says it's 59, you said?
Correct.
Inquisitive is a slept-on subclass. So that is a really good rogue subclass.
It can be, yeah.
The big trick is players remembering how to use it.
And we are level 13.
Yes.
So as
See.
of level 13, I have everyone's max hit points.
So how does the max hit points on this spell work? Do I roll for everybody's, or does everybody roll individually?
What you roll is what everybody receives.
Roll 100. Good thing. But do it.
Come on, 20. That's not terrible.
That's pretty dang good.
So is that a hit point max increase or is that additional temp HP?
That increases your maximum hit points.
Sweet.
So if you're over, if that bumps you into triple digits, you are safe from power word kill.
And to go Shino, myself, and
Oh, you're really going to.
Theo for now. Jex, you got more than I do, so you're left out with this one.
Are we
Joke.
close enough? No. Are we close enough to go bow to that dead hobgoblin guy? You could give yourself another boon if you're good.
You could, but
Two of
This
us could last
this
time.
would. Well, Shabazz is casting aid, so whoever he's casting it on would the new one would override this one.
It's fine. Like, if I just don't want to cast it. Well, if Shino can get it again, then I would cast it on Jex.
Yeah, I mean, if Hargrim and I can go back and bow and get
Yeah.
it. In
So-
this instance, we can do it, but going forward,
Do you know what's
Okay.
fucked about this?
wash out.
Heroes Feast and Aid stack.
Yes.
I really feel like they shouldn't, but
Um,
they do.
Oh,
That was going to be my question. Like, oh, do I get this because it stacks?
They do.
yeah, they're
stack.
different. They're different spells.
Ooh.
It's the
Temporary hit
same
point
type
count.
of bonus. One thing I like about Pathfinder 2e is that they specify like different types of bonuses.
Yes,
Right?
I
And
do like
if-
that.
If they're the same type of bonus, like max HP for example, you would just take the higher one between the two. But
So, basically
48 hours.
everyone can take 29 HP unless you're good aligned. You can take 20.
No, it's
34.
more. Yeah, it'd be 34.
What? What does that mean?
Because the hobgoblin sarcophagus, if you're good aligned and you bow towards it in respects, it gives you the aid benefit at 5th level. So everyone gets the 14 from Hero's Feast. But Shabazz gets to choose who gets another 15 from his casting of aid.
Oh, so we all got the 14.
Yeah, we all at a minimum get 14 extra. But if you're good aligned, we can go back to the sarcophagus, and
Yes.
good aligned creatures can get an additional 20 from the float.
Let's do it. I'll be over 200. Come on. Let's go.
And that Hero's Feast also gives everybody immunity to poison and frightened, and advantage on all wisdom saves.
Honestly, that's the big fucking thing.
Yeah, really.
That makes Heroes Feast a huge pain in
Ah.
the ass.
That frightened condition sucks so much. I
I
hate
mean,
it.
temp HP is nice, but it's the fucking immunities and the advantage.
I quite like it.
Guys,
Yeah,
I
but
am
you'd
almost to
frighten.
100 hit points. All of this stuff boosted me up to 90. This is awesome. I feel invincible. Put me on the front, guys. I can take it.
I'm one shy of the 115.
So-
Elena
so-
Siegmund, I'm so sorry.
So who's getting
So
the
how much
bonus?
do we get?
This one you know. Who's going to talk to the sarcophagus first?
Okay,
Me.
who's good aligned?
Me.
I'm good aligned now.
You're good aligned now. Okay,
I'm chaotic.
So-
So I
that
think
still counts.
I will take the sarcophagus as opposed to Shabazz's just because it's a little bit more.
So Shabazz, do you even want to cast aid since everyone but you is getting aid?
Yeah,
From the
fuck it.
sarcophagus?
I still get to add too. Pizzazz will
Okay.
take it, and the Blob Bob can have it.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And all the Bobs get the 14 because it's a total of 10 from the two.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
So
everyone gets a minimum of 14. If you're good aligned, you get an additional 20, totaling 34 max HP. If you're Shabazz and the Bobs and Pizzazz, you get 29, right?
well, Pizzazz actually gets the 34 because he's good aligned. So
Oh,
I-
yes, I guess that's fair.
I will say that the two Bobs cannot participate in the feast.
'Cause they can't
To
eat.
be a stickler, yes. It just goes right through them.
Just
I,
shove,
s- I saw him eat a chicken leg.
just splash
It also
some
went
white
right
on
through
them.
them. Do I?
Are they good aligned skeletons?
If you're willing to give up 2 water skins and make a Tinker's Tools check,
I could. We have those tools, right? I should take them out of the group loot.
DC 15.
Don't we have holy water? We might have
what?
had holy water at some point. I don't
If
think
only we had a cleric who could bless things.
Didn't we get some tools from something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
I'm
the
just- I'm
giants.
just imagining Theo saying that and Jack's like vibrating, like hands outstretched to ring Theo's housey neck.
I was wondering if Pizzazz's piss is worth anything. He's a holy creature, right?
In some circles.
golden showers or chocolate rain.
Well, he said it had to be a circle, so
Oh no.
it's
I
hard to
don't know what-
poop a circle.
I don't know what happened to the tools
There
that
are-
we from that giant. I don't remember.
There are a lot of weird rich people in Sharn. So I think there is a more than 0% chance that there's a market.
Oh,
So
so
you're saying
if
there's a chance.
Pizzazz could kneel, does that mean the Bobs got aid with you? Was that the plan? Or they just couldn't get the
Yes.
feast? Okay.
So you got one Bob that gets the aid, which is 15, and then the slime Bob, was he not able to eat either?
The slime Bob can eat.
So
Blob can eat.
Slime Bob gets 29.
Why don't we do both Bob's aid, and then since the Blob can eat the feast and split the difference?
No, Bob. Yeah, Bob can have the aid. Never mind. Well, I need the aid, Slime Bob, and you want both Slime Bobs. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's 15 for Bob's and then 14 for Slime Bob.
Oh, I can change my maneuvers. I forgot about this.
Oh hell yeah! Bob's has some decent HP with the temp and extra now.
I have a technical question. So if Slime Bob, if this gets hit while having aid and this uh,
Yes.
increase to the hit point maximum for 8 hours,
Mhm.
if it gets split in half, do either halves of the Slime Bob still get aid, or is it?
Yeah, the maximum hit pool is divided in two
Okay.
between each division.
That's still pretty cool.
So
Question.
technically, yes.
Technically, yes, but each individual blob do not get a plus 14 each time they're divided.
Gotcha. They get a +7.
Yes, plus 7, then whatever rounded up, they continue dividing, etc.
I had a quick question. Martial versatility, right? Whenever I reach the level where I can do ability score, is that if I pick the feat, I don't get to do that, or is it only if I pick the ability score?
No, it's whenever you level in fighter, you can change stuff.
Okay, I think I'm gonna drop. I'd like to drop my interception and pick up blind fighting.
Yeah, right.
So
I was
that
just getting ready to go hang out right next to you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody does. You all leave me.
I mean, where you're standing is the danger zone,
That's
and
fair.
I'm not ready to take that highway.
3 words: giant dwarf taint.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, thank you.
You know,
and
now that we've leveled up some bit, I actually have prepared enlarge and reduce. So if Hargrim gets big, I can get him bigger.
where did I put it?
I thought Shino could do that already.
Or I could be a dick, and if Hargrim gets big, I could reduce him.
All right, where's intercept?
He can sneak
Why?
through locks.
Because it's funny.
It is funny. All right, so I added blind fighting. So we're locking in. You're getting ready to intercept him.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Okay.
haven't used it enough, honestly.
Be gone. Interception's out of here.
Beautiful. Thanks, sir.
It really tickles me. I could do that.
Oh man, I was playing a game of Changeling with some friends earlier today before this, and I'm not sure why I made the stupidest fucking joke, which I don't understand. But one of the other players fucking almost suffocated and like choked to death. So our DM, she's British, right? And the system is it's set in America, and the devs is from America, so everything, all the mechanics are in feet,
Oh no.
right? And she's getting used to Foundry, so she's like, how do I change, like, this map is in meters, how do I change the thing to feet? And someone very helpful, another player who's very helpful, said there's 3 feet in a meter. And I don't know what compelled me, and I said, but 2 feet can fill a pair of shoes. Things we get up to in these games. Anyways, that's my anecdote for the day.
We're an hour in, and we haven't.
We
even
are an
done
hour
this
in,
yet.
but we're also talking about leveling up stuff. That's part of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
3.
is there anything else as far as like prep and leveling and character builds that we want to discuss and address before we get into game proper?
Let's see if I can count to 18.
Okay. 7. 12. 3. Do you need to start over yet?
18. I can count to 18. Are these the 18 spells I want? Who knows? Mhm.
You can always swap them out if you
Not enough.
need.
Not in a fight.
Well, if there's nothing else that we want to discuss. On that note, I do believe that wizards should be able to change their prepared spells during a short rest, but that's besides the point. If there is nothing else, I would love a recap of what we did our last session, what we were doing, where we currently are, and what we aim to achieve with our next stretch of our adventure after you guys got a well-deserved rest after a major victory. Tell me what's going on. Where's everybody at?
So it must have been a combat full of session. Or combat full of session.
Yep.
That works. All right. It was a combat full of session because I wrote down a lot of notes. Notes being Theo rejoins us, healthy and swole. The lift requires 2 passwords. One that says an Ignin that says Ash goes down and Ember go up. Level 13. Done.
Nice.
Yeah, Hargrim, I remember from the battle that you missed that Minotaur stayed bubbled right here.
Mm-hmm.
You got big and stayed right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we beat shit up as they came in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then Theo and Jex beat up all the shit down this way.
Hmm.
And then we got a level.
Yep.
I didn't even see the shit down here because they beat it up before it got to us.
Yep.
And
Great
with Force
recap.
Bubble and your giant size, nothing could even get by here. So she and I just kind of stayed back here and killed some shit.
We just kind of like janitored or just like doing some quality of life spells, keeping people CC'd.
You know, Theo had
We
a
did
cool
torment
entrance.
the Minotaur a little bit, but oh, Theo also had that big AOE spell too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I cast?
Sinkhole of gravity.
Yes.
There's like 6 times we could have used your gravity sinkhole that session you missed before the last one.
I'm about 100% certain though, Hargrim, you did not move. You just attacked and took a beating.
Yeah.
You took a beating. I think you
That's-
were down to just a sliver of hit points, but
That's
It was-
okay.
It was a melee slog. There was was it wasn't a genie, it was a djinn? A fire djinn?
Well, they're all
So-
genies.
Oh.
No, it was an earth. It was an earth genie. It's
It
called a
wasn't
Dao.
Earth? I thought it was fire.
Fire are the Freet.
Oh wait, you guys did fight a fire giant last session. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong section of the map and I thought like 3 sessions ago. That's on me.
Yeah, there's a fire genie that made himself known and did a wall of fire and was doing some annoying shenanigans, but he was no match for the end of your hammer.
Good. Good.
I'm gonna give out inspirations to Elysia and Shabazz.
Wrong character, but thank you.
Fuck! Shino and Shabazz.
thank you.
Elysia can have an inspiration too.
I get hero points all the time, and I never get to use those
I-
as well.
I did not say hero point.
Oh, I guess so.
Telepathic bond. Excellent.
And if we're going for water, we need a
Wh-
bottle of water. I will also ritually cast water breathing.
I don't need it. But
Uh,
that affects your numbers.
it just means we can all breathe. It's up to 10 people.
Oh, I forgot the bobs don't need to breathe. Probably just the blob.
I'm just choosing everybody because I can, whether you need to or not.
You know the bobs can be attached to this telepathic bond.
Yeah, it's 10 people.
Couldn't they technically travel inside the blob too? So it's just one token moving around. And then their arms could just poke out.
This is Jex's call on that.
Just one rolling dangerous blob with a bunch of extra arms.
And machine guns.
with guns. A blob with guns.
Hey, remember last time in the water when it started filling up and the ranged weapons didn't do shit? You had a plan for that, Jex, just in case?
Yeah, everyone has a backup.
I got 2 flotation devices.
I can fly.
Is there a whizzy spell that gives swim speed? Because fly doesn't do shit when you're underwater.
That's
You need,
true.
you need a swimming speed.
I
There's
have freedom of
water
movement.
walk. Yeah, there's
That's-
also water walk, I believe.
Actually, speaking of
Do you
which,
have it?
No. Water walk is 3rd level, and it's a ritual. Oh. And it's 10 willing creatures. Wow, why don't I have this?
I'll use my inspiration to remember that we bought it.
I was about to do that.
I thought I had a. I got potions for some reason.
3rd level shouldn't be too expensive.
No, 3rd level's fine.
I bought a potion of speed. I
And
forgot.
it's me, so I can be done in like 6 minutes.
No, I
Okay.
bought it. I'm letting Theo copy it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You want those 6 minutes become 6 hours?
So Teddy, if I make myself giant with giant's might, and then I drink a potion of growth, can I make myself huge?
And then if I enlarge him.
And then
However,
again,
if you stay enlarged for more than 4 hours, please seek medical attention.
Please contact your doctor.
Is it the halfling house?
Yeah, please seek the nearest halfling house for assistance.
Is Teddy there?
I'm double checking this nonsense.
Schwaz, how much do I owe you?
The
for water walk?
potion and one effect will stack. Casting enlarge on a rune knight or primal barbarian will not increase its size a second time because they're both spell like ability.
okay,
Oh.
so I can only get to huge, right?
Correct.
So if he goes big from barbarian stuff and giant stuff, I can't enlarge him?
Well, no, I can go. Well, no, I need a potion. It would have to be a potion and not
Then
another.
why do I even have this spell?
In case
Can-
I run out of giant smites and potion.
Concentration.
You could
pass-
make
you
a
pass it on pizzazz, and he can carry like 4 people. Or all
Yeah.
of us.
And
or
I can do
a-
five a day.
giant Jex or a giant slime.
We also
Okay.
used it one time to get the giant's helmet out of the hole.
Alright,
That's
we
true.
could sell it.
Alright, fine. I'll keep it prepared.
You can also cast it on enemies to shrink them, which
Yeah, there's also reduce.
I
It
cast
would have been very funny to
large.
cast reduce on Zegdar, make him little.
I
Just
cast
step on 'em.
enlarge specifically on my chest and ass.
The
Could you
target
drop it on Tio if you kept Tio prepared?
They're both concentration.
No,
do
but
whatever.
I have a draconic spirit, and you could do it on that one.
Ah, I guess I could.
Oh.
You could do it on the blob.
did you find a price for the water walking spell?
Who are you asking?
You.
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Water walking?
Is that what you
Like
said?
like
What?
like as a scroll?
As a remember we bought it. Yeah, spell scroll.
What is that? That's a third level spell.
Third level.
Third level spell.
Yeah.
Uh
600.
like 500 gold. 500.
Okay, and I'll pay for the copying too. So
Oh, you're gonna pay for everything.
yeah, but I'll need to. So 500 plus what's your copy cost?
150.
Going full price then on that. You're gonna let me roll for it. I'll pay full price for it. That's what the Eloquence Bard's 11th level ability is. Everything's half price.
I'll let you guys have it for 400.
Save 100 gold.
So yeah, you can add it to your spellbook then, Cheeto.
I already did. Thank you. I didn't realize it was a ritual, or else I should have had this by now. That's on me.
Yeah, when I play a real wizard, it's rituals and reactions.
One of these days, I'll make a min-max wizard.
Hopefully they survive long enough for that payoff.
I just wish bonus spells were back so min-max wizards really felt like you were doing something.
So in order to cast a spell with the ritual tag, I need to have it prepared to then use a spell slot. Otherwise, if
Wait.
if it's a ritual, I can just do
Yeah.
10 minutes plus the casting time.
Yeah, if you
Or-
have the time, you can just do it.
Yeah, if I don't have the time, I have to have it prepared and spend a spell slot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, if we're going into water and you can't pick 16, it may not be a bad one to have. Even if we have it beforehand.
It's a duration an hour, so I'm thinking it might be fine to keep it as a ritual, and I just cast it before we head in.
Because
And at the-
if you're
the
casting
very
ritual
least-
spells, it's 11 minutes to cast.
Yeah, at the very least, I could just recast it after every fight. Yeah, I'll keep it a ritual, and I'll work with that.
The ritual is just blowing up inner tubes for everybody.
Also, as a wizard, we have a thing where we can just make a ritual not be 10 plus whatever. It can just be one action.
As a
Never
ritual?
really.
That's your
Yeah.
subclass, I think.
Oh, that's my subclass. That is my subclass. See, Shabazz is a better fucking scribed wizard than I am.
No, I've told you, you have no idea how much D&D crap I read before I joined this game.
God damn. How did you fucking know that was my subclass and I didn't?
Oh, I missed the fine print at the end of that Strike of the Giants. Can use this feat a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
But
Wow.
it's still 5 now.
Yeah,
Does it refresh on short or long?
long.
Still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still
Especially
worthwhile.
with that thrown weapon and that freaking save on it.
Especially if anyone's ever standing near a ledge.
Let's just hope they don't try to chuck you into a hole again, because
Dude, I think I picked up pushing attack on Botan as a fighter maneuver, and I've wanted someone to sit near an edge for so long.
I just activate that whenever then. Must. Yeah.
yeah, I don't even think it. I don't have it up anymore, but I don't even think it requires an action or a bonus action or anything, does it?
The giant
Does
strike?
not. Nope.
It just says once per turn.
With a thrown weapon. Yard.
Stone strike.
Just link it. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Target takes an action. Targeted creature.
This is just my rules brain. Water walk is not a swim speed.
Yeah, water
It is
walk
not.
is walking literally on top of the water.
Yeah.
At some point, that might be better.
I don't know if there is a spell that gives you a swim speed.
Freedom of movement.
That's
Allows-
concentration, right?
No,
It's only one per person. though.
but yeah, it's one per person. I thought there was a way to make it. I thought there was a water spell.
Ring of Swimming.
There is a ring of swimming.
Yeah.
Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Yeah, there's that.
Polymorph.
On.
Feats.
Yeah, you just polymorph everyone into dolphins or something.
Polymorph's single target concentration.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good thing you're all fucking wizards. So.
I am not a wizard.
Except you and me, we're screwed, I guess.
Oh, I guess I think I was thinking water breathing, maybe? No.
Water breathing doesn't give you a swim speed, but it does give you immunity to drowning.
Watery sphere.
I guess
Isn't-
water breathing and water walk kind of contradict each other.
Drowning.
Well, we can stay on top of it, and if we get underneath it, we can breathe, but
That's true.
the swim speed's still not going to apply if we end up underneath it. And if I recall, the reason we ended up underneath it last time is because it started filling up.
Yeah.
But it's better than nothing.
I don't know if there is a spell that can give you swim speed. I know there's plenty of items.
How many of us can Hargrim drag behind him if he's a giant?
I have a carrying cap, right? If I max that, then it affects my speed.
Yeah, but didn't you take bear?
I did, so my carrying is like 900 pounds or some shit.
Alter Self does it. There's a Path of the Beast with barbarians. There's a ranger feature that you can do.
Yourself?
Eldritch Invocation called Gift of the Depths.
Druid, just, you know.
And then, or Mobile Feat. Long Strider, Haste Spell, that's, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I guess really is just freedom of movement is the only ones that could do it, or gloves of swimming and climbing.
Oh, yeah, I guess all this one's good.
Which I can only cast freedom of movement. Oops. Through my dragon mark, and I can only do it once.
That is in my sheet.
Once per short rest or long rest, if I remember correctly. Spells of the mark.
So if we do end up underwater and we need a swimming speed, the disadvantage is a distance because halves your distance,
Yeah,
and then range attacks are a disadvantage or anything ranged.
yeah.
Spells are fine for the most part, and crossbows are fine, and for whatever reason, thrown weapons are fine.
Oh yeah.
I believe. I know tridents are fine. Tridents or javelins are fine to throw.
What about
So-
a magical throwing hammer?
I'm pretty sure. Thrown weapons in general are fine, but I'll double check. When making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
I have a swimming speed, so I can throw it without disadvantage.
A ranged weapon attack automatically misses the target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack roll is disadvantaged unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown, like a javelin, including a spear, trident, or dart. So no, your warhammer will still have disadvantage.
But I have a swim speed, right? So it doesn't have within the normal.
No,
magic
your swim speed
gives
takes
me
away the
disadvantage.
disadvantage for melee attacks.
Oh, okay.
Ranged weapon attacks are.
Drown is a trident, though, right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
can throw drown. Yeah.
Also, creatures fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. But stuff like Chill Touch, Ray of Frost, Eldritch Blast, all those don't give a shit.
I kind of feel prepared.
Yeah, I feel as good as I'm gonna get.
I still got these 2 potions of Storm Giant too.
Those would be handy with the fire people.
It's true.
See, Jex is already on the move.
Oh shit. Where'd you go?
We just do some light scouting.
Seems like it's been forever.
So you guys introduce Theo to the sarcophagus, the hobgoblin sarcophagus.
Oh yeah, it's back the way it came, but
And no need to go there directly, but along the way, you would learn that the top right corner of the map is basically a way to the Earth Temple via stairs, and the way down to the Earth Manifest Zone via a tunnel.
Oh, and that's the one we lost too.
yes.
Correct.
I believe those in dungeon bosses are going to be pretty fierce.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this the elevator that leads to the fire temple?
It is. A 10-foot wide slab of stone levitates in the center of this wide vertical shaft. A bridge-like pier of,
Sorry.
just out the gate, a bridge-like pier of rock juts. fuck you, cat. A bridge-like pier of rock juts out to meet the platform from a wide ledge on the eastern side of the shaft. Hot fumes rise from below, and the shaft glows with fiery red light. Below this level, the shaft continues upwards into darkness. 3 passages lead away from the shaft. A small brass gong and a striking hammer are near the ledge.
Ooh. Sing a song and bang the gong.
Thank you, Shabazz. Who's singing a song and banging the gong?
If only we had a bard in the party.
Does the song go rock shaft 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 rock?
New hit single from Shabazz's Starlight album.
It's Shaft Shaft Rock to the tune of Crocodile Rock.
Is that what we want to do? I'll do it.
I want to bang the gong.
Oh, do it then.
The gong rings out loudly, cacophonously, gloriously.
Roll initiative.
Nothing happens.
Disappointed. No, I'm just kidding.
Seems like the type of thing that could be used to sound an alarm.
We know where the water temple is, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all do? I was just looking for it.
I mean, there's still.
You guys
places
haven't gotten to
you
the entrance of the water manifest zone, but you do know the general direction. It'll be in the bottom right.
I know where the general direction is.
The stonework in this chamber is noticeably different from the natural caverns nearby. The room was roughly hewn from the surrounding rock, but never dressed or finished. In the middle of the floor is a strange symbol, shaped like overlapping circles, cut into the stone with 2-inch wide channels. There's also another wall of mist to the west.
Hargrim, don't you get some type of bonus for stonework checks?
I do.
You
I
know
do.
what this stuff is?
I can try to discern what this is. Using an ability, I need to double check. Intelligence.
Don't use words like discern. That's not you.
Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin stone and proficient, double your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want.
It's a
This would
shaft
be
with some
plus
rock.
10. Here you go.
Is using my
27.
linguist feat, could I also make a check?
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
This is an alchemy circle.
Ooh, I have Arcana as well, so you could
Ah.
make that at advantage.
Much better.
I still beat you.
I know you beat me with and I have a +8 to my Arcana.
I got a plus 10.
You said discern, and Theo's like, "What are we talking about, guys?"
Yeah. Fancy words.
I do believe I've grown smarter.
Indubitably.
Preposterous.
Some real Algernon energy out here. Well, your history check informs you that this is definitely Dar Hobgoblin, like ancient Hobgoblin Art Deco or Art Decor, I should say. Art Deco is something else. It is also a magic circle. The stone itself is almost like marble, but it is strangely porous. The markings have been carved into the rock and stained red with what you can only assume is blood. Because of the porous nature of the stone was stained the red rust color pretty quickly and deeply. The stone itself seems almost thirsty. With that information in mind, sorry?
Nothing. Go on.
Oh, with that information in mind, Theo and Shabazz, you fucking guys. Wasn't expecting Nigel Thornberry today. This is an extraordinarily rare, and unfortunately damaged Dar Arcane Circle. Pardon me, I'm still getting over a cough. So basically, right, in ancient times, at the height of the Hobgoblin Empire, the Goblinoids were one of the world leaders in the study and application of magic. A lot of their empire, the Dar Empire, was built on the use of magic and artificery before its fall and decline. This arcane circle was multi-purpose, which is still possible today in no small part thanks to finding circles like this and sort of reverse engineering them. But even incomplete, the circle is going to have power. When it is complete, it serves as a generalist. It serves as a generalist ritual circle. So it expedites the time or increases the potency of ritual spells. It also doubles as a teleportation circle. And it seems to also have a direct tie to the realm of Furnia, the realm of fire. The primordial script that Theo and Shabazz take a closer look at, finely detailed inside the lines, has messages like in fire we are cleansed, in fire we are baptized. In this way we are blessed by Prince Imix, things of that nature. Following that line of research, Theo, you deduce that one of the core functions of the circle is the ability to grant someone in the center of the circle the blessing of Imix. With a declaration of loyalty and a sacrifice of blood, a claimant within the circle can try and get in contact with Prince Imix, and should they be found desirable, should they be found worthy, they will be granted protection from fire as well as the ability to breathe fire, which explains the Minotaurs.
Oh, so we need to go find some sacrifices.
Didn't we save a guy earlier?
Oh, he gone.
Yeah, that's how Jax got back, or not Jax. Theo got back in. Is the guy that we saved? Let him know where we were at.
We had an opportunity to continuing his blood sacrifice, and we just was like, cool, bye, don't care.
Yeah, that what was it? It was an altar or anvil or something.
It
The
was
weapons
the-
were made.
Yeah, yes.
I was thinking Giant Hargrim's got to be able to provide a fair amount of blood.
Yeah, over my dead body.
Here's
currently the chosen champion of water.
Here is one of the caveats. Whoever does this, like, pledges their allegiance to Imix, Theo, you kind of have the suspicion that whoever does this, like, either offers up their soul or a part of their free will to the Prince of Fire, allowing him to have some kind of control over them. If not like a direct control, then maybe like disadvantage against checks against against mimics and things of that nature.
But if you cross your fingers while you say it, it's all null and void. So just remember that
If it no,
too.
well, yes, it is null and void, but with that 25, you also determine that if Imix finds that you are lying or otherwise false or insincere in this pledge, then instead of getting a blessing, you will be immolated within the circle.
Enter
I
at your
think I
own
can
risk,
l-
boys.
I think I can lie my way past it.
Me too.
Shabazz, I have a feeling that if you were to not take the oath seriously, your skull will be just as shiny as your head. And we will see your skull on the outside.
Inside, outside, all of it. We're not interested in this then, right? We're not gonna. Anybody tempted?
Well, there is one thing you could do with it. If you repair it, if you manage to repair it a little bit, you can get it functioning as a teleportation circle again, and then use it as a quick travel point.
Oh.
A repair means blood.
No, a repair means another Arcana check with chisels and.
Oh, okay.
Could I make that check? Could I do it with advantage because I already actually know the spell, Teleportation Circle?
You can take a bardic with it. It's a D10,
I'll provide the chisels.
and I am proficient in Arcana, if that's advantage.
Indeed. Shabazz will provide you advantage. Your
Okay.
knowledge of teleportation circle as a spell will reduce the difficulty.
Sweet. And then I have a plus D10.
If you need it.
Yes, and
Yeah.
even if it doesn't work or you don't need it, you can hold on to it, so you don't have to
Alright.
use it right away.
Do you want to use your bardic inspiration?
A D10. If I roll a 10, it gets me up to 33. And anything
it.
up.
If you roll,
All
if
right.
you roll a 1, you
Bardic's
get a 24.
Bardics come back on a short rest, so you're good.
28.
With the 28, then is a success. It takes Theo and Shabazz and Hargrim about 20 minutes between the three of you. It can be shorter if Jex and Shino want help, which as wizards you are absolutely able to do, and you can reduce it down to 10 minutes.
Sure, why not?
Theo just kind of pulls out like some string and starts making points of trying to make the geometric shapes and trying to get it all perfect. And I feel like we all kind of go on it like kind of like a mandala, like how Buddhist monks do with the sand and stuff like that, but just with the scribing it together.
See, I just pictured I was chiseling and 4 of you were standing around watching and yelling.
You're not entirely wrong, because I'm just going to be like, well, every project needs a supervisor, and that's what I'm doing.
We're
Just
all
judgment.
correcting you telepathically.
Which is
Just
ironic because Shino, you're a scribe.
It's
Just
okay.
joke.
I'm gonna supervise her.
It all comes full circle. That pun was unintentional.
I might be a scribe, but I don't like doing manual labor. I might chip a nail.
Within 10 minutes, you guys get the circle repaired enough to function as a teleportation circle. After attuning to it, Theo, you can add it to one of your circles that you can teleport to via use of your spell. It is part of your network.
My cell coverage, my spell coverage has increased.
Verizon
Indeed.
cover.
Likewise, you can use this. Should you have time to cast the spell as a ritual, you can use this circle to also leave and return to your tower. Since I distinctly remember you guys setting up a teleportation circle in Feathergale.
Yes.
Yep, right on top of the roof.
So no more jumping through invisible holes.
No more fun.
We all
Well,
love
you
our
can always elect to. You're not forbidden.
I'll see you guys there.
I mean, I can fuck up a teleportation circle and we can go that route. That's always fun. Kind of hurts a little bit, but
You'll put us in the Umbra. And we'll be stranded in
Umbra.
Zentric.
I've always wanted to
Yeah.
be an adventurer.
Good job. Theo gets an inspiration.
Sweet.
Ooh. So what's behind this fog gate?
I don't know.
Is it a boss? Is it a Capra demon?
I don't know. I won't know until you walk through it. As it blocks sight and sound.
Someone walk through it. Thank you, Hargrim. I can always count on you.
Flame dances.
Teddy, you can get rid of my dancing lights. I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself.
Very good. Let me give you that juicy night vision. What's that spell give you as far as
60 feet?
60?
Thank you. Much better. I can see clearly now.
Flame dances above a pool of murky water to the south, lighting the room. A sarcophagus carved from glassy black stone stands atop a natural pedestal towards the north. The sarcophagus has fluted embellishments, delicate ribs, and friezes that show groveling demons.
Oh yeah.
What happens if Shabazz takes a bow in front of this one?
I would like a perception check from Hargrim.
Okily dokily.
I know Navi's in there too. Does
All right,
Navi's
now you can make a perception check.
21.
The sarcophagus is trapped
Oh.
with a glyph of warding.
Oh.
Oh, that kind of trapped.
Do you tell me?
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to lose your 200 HP right off the rip.
You should be able to touch the coffin and observe the coffin, but trying to open the coffin will cause the trap to trigger.
Hey, this sounds like a very niche rogue subclass that can do shenanigans with this.
I can dispel it. Glyph of Warding's, well, yeah, it's a 3rd level spell, so.
Can we set it? Do you have a mage hand? Can't set it off, right?
Opening the sarcophagus will set it off.
Mage hand can only lift up to 10 pounds.
Oh, you can't, like, it doesn't feel that it's someone starting to pull it. That's too bad.
Hargrim.
Yep.
The top of the sarcophagus depicts what looks to be a hobgoblin wizard. Though he also carries a hammer and tongs, with his arms crossed over his chest. The four corners of the sarcophagus lid has the four symbols of the elemental cults, although more archaic in form. The hobgoblin is wearing a mask. The mask depicts the fifth symbol, the large, imposing, all-seeing eye that you have encountered a few times during this adventure.
I still have my key.
It's Zoltan.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Theo, or Chino, or Jex, or somebody.
I'm
Uh,
right
This
there.
looks.
I'll head into the room and with my key.
This
to
is
see if-
wizard stuff.
Oh. My room temperature IQ is getting higher. I understand what's happening now.
How do you want to proceed?
Does it look like there's a keyhole or anything like that around the sarcophagus?
No.
We know what Rune of Warding does, right? Like, it's either a big explodey or it's a concentration spell that'll last full duration.
Indeed.
Um,
Someone can roll an Arcana check to determine which kind it is.
That was a bad roll.
If Jex, if you wanted to try to disarm it, you could. Otherwise, I might just do a dispel on it.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know if you can disarm Arcane Ward, though. It's a spell.
I thought it
has
was
to be dispelled.
I thought it was trapped. Like there was a trap to it. So if you disarm the trap, it won't trigger the spell. Or did I misinterpret that?
Sorry, say again?
Is the trap the spell that can be disarmed, or is it has to be dispelled in order to be usable?
You can dispel it with dispel magic, but someone could also disarm it as they would a trap. If they have the proper training, which Jax, as both a wizard and a arcane trickster, does. So Jax could use a Thief's Tools check to try and disarm it.
Could I help him and give him advantage? I
Well,
have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Whichever path we take, we can do this from a distance. So if it goes wrong, it can explode. Or you can just roll a 26. Because as an arcane trickster, you can use your mage hand to interact with your thieves' tools. You don't have to be right there.
That is also true.
By the way, that 27 Arcana, Theo, informs you that the warding glyph will cast Mordenkainen's sword.
Oh.
That's a high level spell because I was looking at that recently.
Isn't that like a self-buff spell, though?
It's going to buff whatever comes out of that sarcophagus.
Mordenkainen's spell summons a sword-shaped plane of force that hovers within range. With it, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature of your choice within 5 feet of the sword. So, how the trap works is that the sword is summoned and will attack whoever is within proximity, prioritizing whoever triggered the trap first.
Well, I'm glad Jex knew that before he went ahead and tried to disarm it.
That's why I was suggesting we do it from a distance, but the 26 was rolled as I was speaking. So,
Unlike a typical casting of Mordenkainen's sword, once the sword is summoned, it will not go away after a minute. It will maintain its form until you either leave or you die.
So dispel magic. But now it's going to be a 7th level dispel magic.
No, it's not. Because Jex has disarmed the glyph of warding.
Oh, okay. So it
Oh,
doesn't
you're
even
good.
matter.
You don't worry.
I wasn't worried.
Jack's asking, what does this do as he's freaking disarming it?
Exactly. What would this have done?
It's just a button that says disarm right on it.
With my 19 strength, I will push open the sarcophagus.
Very good.
And it sounds like this.
Here. Here, Mud, you might actually appreciate this.
Yeah, that.
Very, very good. Pardon me. I was trying to look up because Mordenkainen isn't in Eberron, and I know that there's like an alternate name for all the Mordenkainen spells. I was trying to track it down, but Google has failed me. I would like Jax to roll a D100, and I would like Theo to roll a D100. $65 and $85. Okay, well, you find a skeleton. The skeleton, however, is holding a few things. Like the relief, it is holding a hammer and tongs. Which, Jax, even though you are not strictly a cleric anymore, your background as one infers to you that these two objects are giving off a particularly evil aura. Theo and Hargrim, you can sense a similar thing. Hargrim, Drow is sort of reacting to them like, friend.
That's some bad juju.
Oh, hell yeah. These are fine.
Side eye intensifies.
So who's gonna touch Now is a good time for Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Picks him up with Mage Hand.
Mage
All right.
first in the flames.
Puts him in the bag of holding with Mage Hand.
The Bagman now has hammer and tongs.
Your mage hand does not want to let go of the hammer.
Oh,
It's an evil Mage Hand.
I move the Mage Hand into the bag and then dismiss it and then re-summon it to do the next one.
Very good. Very good and understood.
Definitely bad mojo. We'll identify those later when we're somewhere safe.
How are we gonna get him out of there?
The same way. I'll just dismiss the Mage Hand after pulling them out.
You find a staff. It does not seem evil, but it does seem quite remarkable.
I pick it up.
Told you, it's evil.
Well, it does not appear to be immediately cursed.
I've had worse. I lost an arm.
It is a body length rod.
Same.
It is jade in color, with platinum running along its shaft, in spiral formations, orbiting rubies. On either end of the staff are skull-like visages, framed by outstretched angelic-like wings, also made out of platinum. You give it a quick push with your arcane ability, and you realize, Theo, unfortunately, this does not respond to arcane magic, though it is overflowing with magic.
Interesting.
Oh, shucks.
Do I feel like I need to attune to it in order to use its trapped magical essence?
You do, but you do not have the right type of magic to attune to it.
Oh. Interesting.
Does Dragon Mark Shino have anything? Does Dragon Mark have anything to say about that?
Your dragon mark really liked the look of the hammer and tongs.
I figured.
You have a brief moment where you're like, you could be Shino the blacksmith. That might be fun. Has like a sudden career change. Wearing nothing but a leather apron by the light of the forge, getting sweaty. But then you push those thoughts aside as you recognize it's your dragon mark trying to tempt you in a different direction.
If we've got time, I could visually cast Identify.
Should have took the cleric rogue subclass.
There is a... Well, you guys have purchased some Ioun stones, so you identify an Ioun stone.
Oh.
This Ioun stone is made of marbled lavender, and it is a marbled lavender and green ellipsoid.
Interesting.
Is that what the staff is, or is this in
No.
addition?
That's a different item.
Okay.
Lastly, there is a scroll case that contains 3 scrolls. The scrolls are, after some inspection, and they are technically divine in nature, but they are on your wizard spell lists, I believe. And the spells are as follows: Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound, Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion, and a Mordenkainen's Sword.
Sheena,
Oh,
get
yeah.
those so I can copy them.
This. Okay.
Wait, what color was that stone?
It was marbled lavender and green ellipsoid. Are we casting some identify on these things?
Um, if I made it a ritual, could I do all of them?
Yes. We'll just take like 40 minutes, like 30 minutes, like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Wit.
Yeah, I'll do a ritual cast then. Save the slots.
The ellipsoid is a Ioun stone of greater absorption.
Ooh.
You can use your reaction to cancel a spell of 8th level or lower. Cast by a creature you can see and targeting only you. So things like fireball or lightning bolt, it cannot cancel out.
Mm.
But if it's targeting only you, you can. 8th level or lower. Once the stone has canceled 50 levels of spells, it burns out and will turn a dull gray, losing its magic.
50
If you are
levels.
50 levels of spells. This Ioun stone has canceled 46 spells.
Rude.
So it can stop one more 4th level.
No, it can. Yes.
Or
4 first.
4
Or 2
first.
second. 3rd to first.
Yeah.
2 twos.
Wow, that went from being oh my god, such a good find to oh.
It requires attunement as well, so.
Yeah.
If you are targeted by a spell whose level is higher than the number of spell levels the stone has left, the stone can't cancel it.
Well, it's a cool decoration for your room.
I'll
I mean, I might just save it for a random 4th level, but since I still have an open slot, but it'll be easy to get rid of.
The rod is a rod of resurrection.
You okay?
A little mad at myself, but yeah.
This is a legendary magic item that requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin.
Damn.
Oh, I see what.
Is that the one
rod-
that I took?
Yes.
Damn.
The rod has 5 charges. While you hold it, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells from it: Heal, which expends 1 charge; Resurrection, that expends 5 charges.
Wow.
The rod regains 1 expended charge daily at dawn. If the rod is reduced to 0 charges, roll a d20. On a nat 1, the rod disappears in a burst of radiance.
Yeah.
These rods of resurrection, Eberron, have not been seen since the fall of the Dar Empire. No one has figured out how to make any more.
Cha-ching.
Well, this is useless. We might as well just melt it down for the platinum.
No, no, no.
It belongs in a museum!
We need to make friends with somebody. Hey, wait, I know a druid back home.
You do
Really
know a
cold.
druid back home.
I know a couple multimillionaires who would like it for their private collection.
Yeah, I figure there's a few houses in Eberron that would like to get their hands on something like that.
Team B does have a druid that could use it too. But yeah, we could sell it. That's fine.
Ironically, I could just take a level of cleric.
I mean, yeah, anyone could dip for it, but honestly, has anyone died?
No,
But
but
have we
heal.
died?
Theo has
But
gone down
heal.
a couple times.
A heal on a Hargrim is like
That's what, 400 points?
that's like 70.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of percentages, but brain don't work like that.
As a third. Well, a little more.
Yeah.
Heal on anyone is actually huge.
And you could do it 5 times.
Yes, but on the fifth one could be dangerous.
If you roll a nat 1. Which is pretty low odds.
It's like a 1 in 20.
Not
It's
possible.
pretty low.
Oh, I put this in the wrong chat. Oops.
Do identify the hammer and tongs.
Does it require touching them?
No.
See?
Not with Jex's help.
Then yes.
The hammer and tongs are also a legendary artifact. They are only a legendary artifact together, but their magic pulls them towards each other inextricably. Sort of like how the One Ring wants to get to Sauron. These are Tarazadun's tools of greater elemental binding. Crafted by the primordial aspect of Kyber itself, these tools were made for a chosen craftsman in order to build incredible weapons tied to Tarazadun's brood.
Oh.
These tools grant the attuned wearer a plus 20 to crafting checks. And once per day, can bind an elemental spirit of at least 200 years or older to the weapon. On a critical success, a weapon may also be bound with the consent of the prince, a prince of the elemental planes, and in doing so have a direct connection to whichever elemental you have bound to the weapon. The
Oh,
weapon
that's
also
unfortunate.
It is also cursed.
Somebody should attune to it so they can bind an air elemental to my hammer.
If someone holds one or both of these items, they are first, if they're only holding one item, compelled to find the pair. Secondarily, they are compelled to start working the forge and will have disadvantage on any other check to do anything else, including letting go of the items. If one is attuned, they cannot let go to the hammer and tongs and will make the weapons until completion.
Is there anybody we don't like that can just work for us down here forever?
Oh, that works for us.
Hadrian.
Yeah, he can just
Oh
he'll be
no!
compelled to work forever down here.
That is probably the best and worst candidate.
Just making us weapons.
What if
Maybe not that Kenneth, but another Kenneth.
we got a remove curse? Would that remove the curse of the item?
Possibly. The curse was cast with the 10th level spell.
This is really tempting for Theo, so he is going to stand up and walk away.
What if
You could do it to a train engine.
can summon creatures attuned to stuff? Let's have a Bob down here forever.
No.
That'd be
It's got me working.
All we need to do is internally slave someone to us, but we haven't been that bad yet.
Someone we hate. Could be anybody.
Could be Hargrim's dad.
Ooh.
Same thing.
Yeah, actually. Then he can't run away anymore. I don't know exactly where he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these three spell scrolls you guys got.
This is Theo is like using all of his willpower right now to just not take them.
We already lost Windbane, so going baddies is out of the cards, I guess.
Maybe.
I mean, if you pick him up, you could always make another Windbane.
It specifies only weapons, right? It can't do armor and stuff.
It wants to make weapons. You could probably make armor with them.
Because we could totally make Theo's new prosthetic arm into like one hell of a fucking weapon.
I mean, if we do want to go baddies, we could just sacrifice the current weapons we have and then just remake new ones. Because we've sealed the prince away and then just make a new one for ourselves.
Oh no. Once you make a new weapon, if you bind them to the elemental princes, you come back to like the same problem.
So
That's the catch-22 here. Like these hammer and tongs are like the impetus of this entire problem.
So this is kind of our undo button if we wanted to go bad.
Well,
And their mage hand back in the bag.
Well, we don't have
And the
to.
bag is in the blob.
Well, we don't have to.
The blob is in another bag.
We didn't have to bind it to the princes, though. We can just bind it to an elemental that's 200 years or older, right?
Yeah, that is a sentient creature.
Yeah. So I mean, it's no different than binding them to the sky cabs, you know.
Yeah, curious that you point that out. Sorry, what was that, Jex?
I said, was there magic lava down here?
It's not magic lava, but yeah, there is lava. It's more of a cool magma. But...
Are you keeping this away from us so we may remain true and righteous?
No, I'm just in a defensive position for vibes.
Why? What are you scared of? What are you afraid of?
Yeah, Jax.
Why are you all tense?
There's no reason for you to hide those very powerful tools from anyone.
Was that in character for the both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're the good guys.
Shino, was that in character?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, you guys can see. In particular, Jax and Shabazz can when Shino says that, you can see her dragon mark literally writhing like an inky octopus and start growing up her leg.
I'm just curious why you're being so defensive. I'm
I'm
not
just curious
I'm
why
not,
you're being so interested.
I'm not suggesting anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, Jax. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
You know, I had another idea.
Now's not a time to roll a fucking 5.
So Leo can awaken things. So if we awaken something, and then give it the tongs, and its purpose is to just create these weapons for us. And then none of us.
You're talking about giving something sentience to make it a slave.
Being slave's a strong word. Giving it a task forever.
There might be some alignment shifts at the end of this session. You
With
know what?
that,
I'm chaotic.
There's chaotic. There's slavery. Slavery is not a chaotic thing.
I'm not saying we should enslave anything. I
I'm
just
just
want to know
fucking-
why he's holding them defense.
Look, enslaving something's one thing, but giving it sentience only to enslave it is a whole another level of evil.
It's giving it a purpose with its sentience.
Listen,
It's
we're
like-
not House Caneth.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
It's a gift.
I like how like the thing that brings Theo back from the brink is house rivalry dictates. We're not stooping to Can's level.
Now, let's go find me another evil weapon.
Another. Wait a second.
Oh hey, you guys found the hammer and tongs, and here's the anvil.
Uh-oh.
What a coincidence.
What
So
a
check.
coincidence.
You know, if only we
check.
had like tools to play with this anvil, that'd be super
roll the
super
die.
cool.
Jax, you could ignore other players' persuasion checks.
I had a feeling.
That goes for everybody else. You can ignore each other's persuasion checks.
How am I?
It's just a. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just looking at my stats and I'm just like, I apparently I decided persuasion is a proficiency at some point because I'm really good at persuasion checks.
Yeah, Theo's a silver tongue.
I forgot about that.
This is a very well-spoken party. Jax is kind of built to take none of that shit.
Oh, that's too bad.
Everyone suddenly wants to be bad guys again.
So yeah, this is the altar. This is the altar of elemental evil. You guys saw this before. What was originally mistaken for an altar is in fact an anvil, a magic anvil for the purposes of working with the hammer and tongs to create these weapons. The destruction of either the hammer and tongs or the anvil will, of course, put any future weapon creation to rest. Doing so might be very dangerous for your health. Shino starts laying on it like Jessica Rabbit on the piano.
I was actually considering doing that.
I had a feeling. I played with you for a while.
That's why I was walking up. I was just waiting for a moment to just kind of sit there and tap the anvil. Come here, boy.
Come on,
Okay,
Jax. Don't
fine.
you want
but I
to
want a
pound
wind elemental
something?
in my gun first. No, I need a wind elemental in both guns.
So like you need like a Jin at the minimum.
Okay, tell you what, I'll give you the hammer and tongs once you capture a Jin. You gotta prove to me you can do it first.
Didn't we make friends with a Jin at one point?
Yeah,
No, not the bro. You gotta go get another one. He's too cool.
but he's an air elemental. Just saying.
What's a little enslavement between friends?
Listen, I'm just saying actions speak louder than words. I might be talking shit, but I haven't done anything.
On that note, let's take our break. 10, 15 minutes. Give us some time to think about this. May proceed more with this dungeon. See where this adventure takes us. Empty yourselves, order yourselves, whatever you want to do. I'll see you guys in 10 to 15.
I am also back.
Welcome back.
Yellow.
I gotta say that was hilarious. Is how fast you guys were like, I guess we're on the path of righteousness. Hold on. Hold on. There's what in here? It can do what?
Listen, we are far from that. We can always go back to that fork and take the other turn.
Elemental weapons for life. Would be set.
I mean, it's harder to capture 4 elementals when all we need is just one.
Okay, everyone take away your temp HP.
Why? It didn't come from you.
No, it came from the statue of good.
No, but we're doing this for the good
Yeah.
of the party. See, so we're still good.
Sounds like lawful evil talk to me.
The road to hell and intentions and all that.
Exactly. Good intentions.
Can't just let any old people have control over these weapons. I mean, look at Vannifer. She's just horrible.
Yeah,
Okay, Junior.
we would need control.
Junior, I am her senior.
You could go see Renwick though.
I always forget about him, but he's a useful friend to have. I mean, if he's up for it, why not, right?
I mean, we could, if need be, this is Michael talking, not Theo. We could trick him with the promise of powerful weapons, and it would just be, oops, oopsies, forgot to
You
tell
would
you.
know better.
I could. Harder wouldn't. Yeah, he helped us.
I feel like Renwick would be like, I know a cursed weapon, or I know cursed items when I can see it.
He helped us too. I see. I'm totally down fucking over someone that's harmed us, but not helped. Like my dad.
Hmm.
Hey Pops, I have a solution for your new unemployment problem.
Oh,
Enter
he made.
servitude.
No, he made me a slave. Now I get to make him a slave. Nah, it's too dark. You're right.
Yeah, you never
What comes
That
did.
is
around
some
comes
poetic
around.
poetry.
Too dark.
New magic item idea. Milk and cigarettes. You place these magic items in a secret location. When you activate milk and cigarettes, you declare that you are to reclaim your milk and cigarettes. You become invisible, and any attempts to track you have disadvantage.
And a -2 circumstance penalty.
-2 circumstance penalty. Dark.
I thought you were gonna go completely different with that at first.
Oh, what's
So you're,
well?
so you're gonna say it's a magical item of milk and cigarettes. Once at dawn, you can roll a percentile and see if your dad comes back.
After using this item, you roll a percentile.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll a 1, you must immediately return to wherever you declared that you were to find the milk and cigarettes with the milk and cigarettes. You know what? If I run like a modern game, I might do that. I just toss that in there.
The if you roll if you There's like if you roll a 100, you get found by your long lost kid. And if you roll a 1, you're always one step ahead and they'll never find you ever again.
You disappear forever. It's all contingent on not finding the milk and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
No matter where you go, there's always milk and cigarettes in the next town over.
Magic item.
Oh man. Well, since we're all here,
Funny enough, it's only an uncommon item.
yeah. Otherwise, pretty easy to get your hands on. Right. I believe you guys were about to shake down Jax, and Jax is pulling back his jacket, his hands over his pistols nervously. Or no, rather, you guys tell me what's going on here and what we're doing next.
We should toss those in the magma. Remove the temptation.
It was
I
there
mean, we don't have to do that.
3,000 years ago.
It could be dangerous too. They could explodey.
Destroy it. Cast it into the fire.
Can I roll Arcana to see if the magma would actually be able to do it, Teddy?
You know that the magma wouldn't be able to do it. These are tools born of the elements. They'll be fine via that method. A Arcana check could be rolled to determine how to destroy them.
I think one of these might work.
If you give it to me, I might be able to crush him.
Disintegrating will not affect magic
Oh.
items. It says so right in the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say that in Fabricate?
You can use disintegrate to get rid of spell effects, but not magic items.
I don't think they count as raw materials either.
They do not.
Yeah, but a 27.
So we just need a really high level remove curse. Huh?
10th level remove curse. Yeah, we're gonna be here for.
I'm sure.
This does it.
A divine intervention can do it.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
A divine intervention can do it.
Wish.
Sorry?
Wish.
Wish could do it.
Yeah.
Wish. Yeah. Okay.
A sufficiently powerful enough cleric of Cyprus or Eberron could theoretically do it. But that is a big theory, and you don't really know anybody like that. Tossing it into a manifest zone like any of the other elemental weapons would also cause a sort of elemental feedback loop and cause them to self-destruct. You could also destroy the altar, which will leave the tongs inert. But the anvil looks rather sturdy, and you guys made some rolls before. The anvil will defend itself in some fashion.
Well, if we can
Okay,
destroy him in a
so
manifest zone, that's where Drown's going anyway.
that's what I was gonna say. Right before Hargrim tosses Drown into the manifest zone, I'll tie him in a bag to Drown. Or better yet, we'll give Drown and the weapons to a Bob, and we'll send the Bob into the manifest zone in a bag, so he's not touching them directly.
Cue sad Hulk theme.
You don't trust me to throw Drown in myself?
I figure less temptation for you, more so than I don't trust you. Because, you know, everyone has a weak moment.
Weak?
It's what it is to be alive.
Who are you calling weak?
Literally everyone.
Now I have the desire to become stronger.
So which way to that water temple?
Roughly bottom right.
Is like this, that way.
Oh yeah, this is where we got the blob. I think down here was the Medusas.
Yeah, this was a statue to some kind of jelly god. It had the orb that Bob 3 is holding before he became Blob.
But this was a shortcut, yeah. Oh, this is where all those poison. Oh, we
Yeah.
burned them, didn't we?
This was the Umber Hulks and the Medusas. But we didn't keep going south. We went up north. We went that way and got the giants instead of going south, which should be where the water temple is. Yeah, I think
There-
down this way.
Right here. Where
See
Navi is.
what?
Actually, am I?
You have found something interesting.
I see water.
Hey, Jax, how come you're not moving?
It's a dragon turtle.
The roar of falling water fills this cavern. A stream flows from a passage to the south and spills over the edge of a 40-foot wide pit. A set of slick stone steps descends into the spray-filled bowl to the north, while a passage to the west holds steps leading upward. Those are the steps you just came down. Shall I move Jex and the Bobs? Or are you comfy where you are? Oh, might be that time, and Jex is getting disconnected. Hopefully not. But...
Sorry, I sat away for a second. Did I miss something?
The roar
No.
of falling water fills this cavern. A stream flows from a passage to the south and spills over the edge of a 40-foot wide pit. A set of slick stone steps descends into the spray-filled bowl to the north.
Ooh, it's pretty.
I'm pinging us on the map down here where we're at, Jax.
Thank
Oh, I
you.
see
I
ya.
needed that.
When suddenly
No, I
you're
found it
attacked.
as soon-
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
I attacked the darkness.
crikey! That's a croc.
Got a nasty gator in here.
let me get you a proper picture for you guys.
Some might
That
call
is-
them an instigator.
This is not exactly what you're looking at.
It's a giant turd.
Or are these snapping turtles?
No, I also didn't mean to send the lonely man again. Pardon me.
Oh, these are turtles.
No, they're part crocodile, and those are crab legs.
Oh, don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're cuties. They're crocodile crabs.
It's the amphibious turducken.
Turducken. I like it.
They are barring your passage.
Sigh.
Margaret, if you're looking for other feats, I think alert would be pretty good on you too.
Yeah, I thought advantage on initiative would be good, but it's pretty rare for me to roll above like a 10. So.
Well, you rolled an 11.
Ew, gross.
Not as gross as these fellas.
Woo.
Category 3.
Category 3.
What is that frog man now? Where did that come from?
He hopped up from the water. The sploosh, all three of them.
Sploosh.
I didn't even notice him down there.
Sploosh. Sorry?
I didn't even notice him down there. He's kind of cute.
They do not get a surprise round. But neither do you. Shabazz, you are kicking us off.
I would telepathically, as a group, say, "Do we know what the hell these things are?"
Not a fucking one. I thought it was a gator.
Or duckins.
Well, that's gonna ask somebody to roll something.
You know this guy.
We do?
Not that guy specifically, but you fought these things before.
We
And
did?
you ascertained before that water cultists can undergo a ritual to become more sea creaturey. They undergo a transmutation into these types of entities. Crisis. Say they're having a crisis of faith. No, I'm sorry. That was a remarkably bad joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I do. That's 40. I can get all three of them.
Slow wisdom saving throw. DC 19.
18.
18. Well, fiddle my sticks. I guess they're all slowed.
How high is this cover?
Well, this is they're pretty rough, where it's like White Rapids there, but that is you're basically on shore. Past this guy is a 40-foot drop, right? Like this leads to a waterfall and is 40 feet from there. This dude is sort of like hanging off the edge. He's also so big that he doesn't really care. A large plump boy.
Okay, I'll just retreat a bit.
Okay. They take the reactions that they cannot take because it's slow. Where's my snail?
And that will be the end of my turn.
Spectacular. Theodosius.
All right. I'm going to use my fly movement and get to about here, which is I have a fly speed of 60 feet.
Roll a perception check for me, please.
A what check?
Perception.
Perception.
15. You hear a raucous revelry down this narrow cave, and you can, peeking inside, you see a very large lizard and a lizard man. Though the voices and sounds inform you that there's certainly more than the two. They look like a mercenary or warband camp.
Hmm.
However, they and the river below you are making enough noise that you don't think, unless something specifically gets their attention, that there's a very high likelihood of them overhearing your brawl.
Perfect.
But, something like a lightning bolt, though, might grab their attention, depending on how close you are and things of that nature.
All right. Well, we're just gonna then scoot up, at least here, as I cast lightning bolt.
Spectacular. Wonderful. Wunderbar. As they say in France. Very
Plus,
famous.
I believe that includes my. Hold on, let me just double check.
As an evocation spell.
Settings. There we go. It did not include, so plus my intelligence, which is 3. So 29.
29 damage. They take all that.
And it should go all the way through to the crocodile.
Oh, yes. You got all 3.
Oh, there's 3?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see it. Just barely. Perfect. And then that will be. Don't have any bonus actions, so that'll be my turn. I'll probably fly up. I want to stay out of melee range, so I'll probably fly up another 10 feet. So now that I'm 15 feet off the floor.
Very good. You have 5 more feet of clearance.
Perfect.
No.
Oh, no. I feel like most people have this under control, and I don't really want to cast spells right now. As a wizard, sacrilege.
There's always cantrips.
Yep.
You know what? There should be a cantrip called a cantrip, which is just like a strength saving throw where you're knocked prone.
Hey, you know what? They're
Very good, Shabazz.
They are slowed, so let's do that on this guy since he's up next.
Intelligence saving throw. He's not good at that. Takes 11 damage and has disadvantage on his next attack, right?
No, D4 to his next saving throw. Which I'm hoping to keep it slow.
Very good.
I'm good. I'm done.
Spectacular. The category 2 Krasis is going to be attacking this Bob. The most southernmost Bob. It's going to try and eat him.
Rude.
21 piercing damage. approach to Bobbert.
Don't forget he had temp. 18 temp.
It's true. This Category 2 Krasis is having trouble getting through to the marrow. Hagram!
Oh, okey-dokey. We are going to. We're gonna get big. Giant's Might.
Oh, yes.
I'd like to be. I suppose I can't be sharing that same. Yeah, that'll work. That's good. That's good.
He's a blob. He can move.
That's fair.
Blorp.
And then we are going to. I suppose throwing when I'm engaged right here gives me disadvantage right against this guy.
Correct.
Alright, so we're just going to use Drown then for now. We will toggle on Giant's Might. And I will just attack the one next to me then. This guy.
Get him.
Two-handed with Drown.
Destroy him.
And we are not going to wreck this. So here's the first one.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, indeed. You hit. I'm surprised you didn't use your new ability.
I didn't want to use it yet. I have to throw the weapon too, so.
Understandable. That is minus 23 damage.
And then I will do another one. No.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Because of slow. Oh, pardon me, gentlemen. But yes, because of slow, that turns that into a hit, and otherwise would have been a miss.
Beautiful.
Anything else for us?
No, I better stay right here.
When we come up to the Jexter. A Jexter and the Bobs.
Alright, well, both Bobs are going to open up on that alligator thing that just tried to bite him.
Get him. For me? Oh, shit. That would have been a miss, but it is not because of slow. So that's 16 damage to this freak. No, 13, pardon me. No, 16. I see how this works. Anything else from Jex?
Yeah, then Jex is just going to also follow up on him.
Very good. What about the other Bob? Or even the Blob?
Oh yeah, I gotta do 2 more for the other Bob. Okay, that one definitely misses.
Oh shit, I didn't even see the other
Oh
one.
yeah.
They
Oh,
get
no,
2
that makes
attacks?
sense. I didn't think so, but you had me confused because I didn't know that you didn't see the other one.
Oh, pardon me. I see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Well, sir, pardon me. The 16 also hits, and we'll ignore those 2 latest rolls. Because I did get confused. 17, 30, and 17 are all going to hit. My goodness.
And then yeah,
40
Bob's gonna come take him.
43 damage.
Heck yeah. Pew pews.
Get him, Blob. 18, unfortunately, is. Oh, good. Oh, goodness. Going to miss.
Alright, that's the turn then.
Very good. Hargrim is going to be attacked.
Yeah, he's no longer Blob. He's Pseudo Bob.
Oh, Pseudobomb. Ah, yes. The first Krasis is going to attack Hargrim with a tail attack.
Oh yeah.
Hargrim, you are hit. I need a strength saving throw as you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
I'm not raging yet, so it's a full 29.
What? You're not raging? I thought you had to rage to get. Oh no, I'm
No,
I'm
that's
confused
Jack.
with the. Yeah, I'm
But-
Pardon me. 29 bludgeoning damage.
And minus. Okay, and then strength, yeah. Gotta remind myself if I have an advantage unless I'm raging, right? Oh, I have to be raging. Okie dokie.
Indeed. You are good. You're still standing. The tail attack tried to trip you, but you maintained your stance. The second Krasis is also going to try and hit you with its tail. Striking true, dealing 27 damage. Give me another strength saving throw.
Alrighty. Oh no.
You are knocked prone, my friend.
Okie dokie.
The Krasis gets ready to consume you in your vulnerable state, but they do not realize that they are operating in slow motion. Theo, you can hear the lizard folk cry out in surprise and shock and what the fuck was that? Grab your weapons! They start arming themselves for this round. Shabazz, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take a cue from Shino. Oh, bam. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver at that big old guy.
Which big old guy? Ping again, sorry. He fails, takes 5 damage, and a penalty on his next saving throw. Very good. Anything else, Shabazz?
Yeah, because of my Arconyx bracers, I can recast that spell as a bonus action, so I will do that to the other big old.
Nice. Wow. That's -10. Saving throws are not going to be friendly to these fellas. Any movement or anything, Shabazz?
No, I think I'll stay right here for now.
Theodosius, you
Um,
can hear the lizard. Pardon me. You can hear the lizard folk getting ready to mobilize.
great. Because do I get the feeling that they might be trying to come down that little corridor?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great. Well, where did it go? Oh, that's a 4th level spell? I thought I had a different one.
Well, as you're ruminating, I'm going to share this real quick. to satiate my ADHD. For those of you who might be thinking of running Christmas-themed games, here's a little something for you to put during battle scenes.
Carol of the Bells.
Just on the break, I pulled it up. There's a metal version. That's my favorite Christmas song, but there's a metal version of it. It's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Love it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Would you say there's wind in this cavern?
Yeah.
Would you say consider it strong wind?
No.
Great. If that's the case, then Theo's gonna look behind him, and at the entrance right here, 20-foot sphere, we're gonna cast Cloud Kill.
I had a feeling.
I'm gonna take it from that evil laugh that they might be resistant to poison damage.
A 20-foot sphere. No, on the contrary.
So it'll be, yeah, and it goes around corners. I was gonna put it right at the entrance.
Will you link that up, Theo? Thank you.
Right there.
Right here, actually.
Oh. I see.
You're doing cloud kill with yourself in it?
I'm
He's an
flying.
evocation wizard. He doesn't need to care.
And it sits on the ground.
operation.
It sits on the ground, so I'm flying, so.
I mean, it'll still
okay.
reach you. You have a clearance of 20 feet, and it's a 20-foot sphere.
Oh. Well, hold on then.
Well, no, you're on like the edge of it. No, I see. Yeah, you'd be like. Yeah, it wouldn't get you. I see now. Math.
It also says it sinks to the
Diagonals.
lowest level, so he's elevated, so it's gonna sink down anyway.
Yeah. That's just the initial casting
Yeah.
that I was worried about. But yeah, Theo's fine. In either case, Theo's fine.
Okay.
Right.
But it does move 10 feet. So it disperses, so it will get into that space where they are potentially.
It sure will. This is going to be it is sure going to be a couple of rounds for these lizard folk.
And then, you know what? I will also move so that we are still 15 feet up, and I'm about there. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Ashino, it is your turn.
Oh, already?
Wouldn't it be a dick move if I was like, all right, so the wind starts pushing the cloud kill and you just start pushing it towards you guys? No. No, wouldn't do that. Sheena, what are we doing?
Second verse, same as the first.
On this fella?
Yep.
He
Shame
fails.
that. What
Sorry?
a shame.
What a shame.
He's probably still gonna live from that.
He is going to live from that, but he hates his existence. He already has a -4 to intelligence checks. You're making that a -4 up to a -8.
Well, if he's already got a -4, he can't beat the save on that slow anyway.
Nope. This creature's very close to forgetting how to breathe.
Okay.
She
Yeah, I
know what
guess
else you got for us?
Bet you regret wishing turning into an amphibious turducken, you slimy cultist.
Very, very good. Slime
Sometimes.
ducking.
Slime.
He's gonna try and eat this Bob. He's gonna like, eh. Does that hit Bob? 15?
No, Bob's are 18s.
Bob dodges the slow motion bite.
It was that hero's feast.
It was that hero's feast. He's feeling very heroic with his water skin stomach bag. Hagram,
All right. We would like to rage. That's-
very good.
As part of my action to my bonus action to rage, I have to find it again. God damn it. Hold on. Instinctive pounce. I can move up to half my movement, which allows me then to just stand up without using any of my regular movement.
Ah, that's smart.
And then I'm really stupid, so I could have just hit these things and used that new skill. I didn't read the full thing. I thought it had to be thrown to do it, but it says it just has to have the thrown property. Yeah. So we are going to go ahead and use one of my strike of the giants along with giant's might and rage damage, and I'm going to swing with both hands on this hammer at this guy right here so that I can throw him 10 feet away if he fails a con save.
Very good.
So I think I have all those selected. No, I didn't put stone strike. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, that's drown. Dummy. Cancel. And just for fun, I'm gonna reckless. So and he has to make a DC 19 con save, where he's thrown 10 feet. And he fails. So
He does fail.
I'd like to reaction hit him as he flies away.
I don't think you get
Force.
opportunity.
Yeah, force movement doesn't
Yeah, you're right.
proc attacks of
Oh.
opportunity.
It would have been fun. That's
If
fair.
only they did.
All right, and then I will.
That's a cool 40 damage, you know that?
I'll send my second strike at the other one. Nothing fancy on this one.
$18 is going to hit. Oh, I made the mistake of leaning towards a donaire that I'm going to have after game here. It smells so good.
Didn't realize I threw him at the. My bad.
29 damage to the crisis. That everything for us.
Yeah, we're gonna save action surge for something else.
Very good, Jex. What would you like to do?
We're gonna start with the blobs. See if he can finish off Mr. Dum Dum down there. He cannot. So one Bob's gonna open fire. He cannot. Second Bob's gonna open fire. He cannot.
The Bobs are starting to struggle a bit. But Jex, you got this, yes?
Yeah, first shot.
Destroy him. He's not dead. That makes him dead. He's out of here. Blammo!
Alright, then I'll put my second two shots into the one Hagram knocked away.
Those are gonna be 2 hits. Let's see the damage. Let us see the juice.
Pretty nice.
29.
Not bad.
Got anything else for us?
No, that's everything from us.
Very good. We're gonna have this Krasis climb back up here. And you know what? They are going to attack Theo.
Oh,
The tail has a reach of 15.
rude.
Does that hit?
That does hit Theo.
I can help if you want.
With a 23, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it worth it?
You gotta
No.
pass a, you gotta pass a 19 strength save. You're gonna get knocked out of the air.
Let me, no, I'll do this instead if you want.
Well, I was gonna shield.
Yeah.
I'll just take that hit and make him hit his other buddy, regardless of rank.
Thank you.
What does this rune look like when
So,
you invoke it?
yeah, the 2 eyes that are on my chest, one is red and one is like a pale kind of white. And basically smoke starts to pour out of the eye. And it surrounds the face of the whatever the fuck that thing is. And then another cloud, I guess, moves over to the other one, and all of a sudden the head goes through and bites his buddy or whatever he's doing. So,
Hits him with the tail.
yeah,
Big old Godzilla tail comes down.
his tail comes flying through the other side. So he hits the other one.
Spectacular.
I haven't used that one yet.
That's
Well-
fun.
Sorry? What's that, your boss?
I said that's fun.
That is fun. Rune Knight, man. People keep on sleeping on Rune Knight, but Rune Knight's super good.
I just wish I could use it more than once per. Is it short master?
Yeah, it really should be like number of times per day equals your proficiency or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If
So this turtle not only took the hit, also failed the saving throw and is knocked prone. The tail smacks him right on the edge and flips him over. So, like, you ever see like a crab that's on its back?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Hmm.
Crab legs and gator tails just flailing. That's gonna be its turn. It's gonna make a wisdom saving throw that is that it makes. It's no longer slow.
mm,
Or is it?
yeah, we better freaking silvery barbs it.
It is still slowed. Who's getting your advantage?
I want to go. Let's give it to Theo.
I already have. Okay, that's fine. Never mind.
Inspiration and a silvery barb's advantage. And a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I just don't want you to lose that concentration because I got a shenanigan planned here.
I'm a
You're gonna have
warcaster,
to
so I
keep it.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to spend half of his movement to get up from prone, which, because he's slow, is all of his movement. Is going to try and attack Hargrim with a bite.
He has advantage. My reckless.
He will hit, striking you for 29 damage, which is, of course, reduced to 14. These guys hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
We then, of course, reach round 3, and before I roll initiative for these guys, I am just going to go ahead and see how many of the Cloud Kill just fucking dies. What's your DC, and do you remember the damage you rolled with your Cloud Kill, Theo?
I do believe it was 20 something damage. Cloud or no, 18, and it was conjuration, so 18 points of poison. And it is a Constitution saving throw, otherwise they take half.
Your DC is, pardon?
DC 16 on the way.
16. Three of them will survive. Of the basic ones. No, sorry, 4 of them will survive. Of that batch, oh wow. Hardy lizards. Didn't have disadvantage, but we'll just treat that as both of their straight rolls. One takes 9, the other takes 18.
Is that AoE we were missing when you were gone, Theo?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that happens interesting with Cloud Kill?
It moves 10 feet every round, and then lasts for 10 minutes, and goes away if there's a strong wind or if I dispel it.
Very good. Poison damage. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Shabazz, it is your turn.
All right, I've been holding on to these shenanigans for a while, and this seems like the place to do it.
Yes.
While back in town, I bought me a spell scroll.
Oh, yeah.
Well, bam!
Plant growth.
What in the what?
Paint us a word picture of what is about to occur.
I'm knowing from Theo that those lizard folks are coming, and I saw him cast his spell, and I don't want them moving through that very quickly, so I'm gonna focus there and just have all the plants start growing heavily overgrowth. And it's gonna be everything in that hallway up to where the bobs are. And 100
Just-
feet's freaking huge.
Just 100 feet down, like it's a 100-foot radius.
Yeah, it's
So
freaking.
just
it's,
like 200 feet down from there is just all plants.
Fucking wild.
from there, and then in this room here, this is crazy, and it works. As you can see within it, I can not have it affect anywhere in there that I would like. Yeah, it's everywhere. So down that hall is everything, but everywhere up here in that 100 feet, it's every like third square. So Hargrim can move around it and we can move around it, but the big guys can't. They'll have to hit it no matter where they go. Does that make sense?
Yes, like not
Check.
on like a chessboard.
Right, exactly. But it's every third to hinder their enormous or huge movement, where everybody else will be able to maneuver around it.
Spectacular. Wow.
And
All right.
That's 1 foot for every 4 foot, so that's movement divided by 4. Yeah, that's even more than hard terrain, right? That's half. Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy. Anyway, that seems like fun. That's the end of my turn.
That is a good spell. Whoa. Check that out.
It's not used very frequently.
It is not used very frequently. You know what? Honestly, plant growth kind of strikes me as like a DM spell. Like that's for like an NPC druid to use. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for defeating the goblins. Now I'll restore peace to this land. Plants,
Plant growth.
I actually thought of it
plants.
at one point too, because it's got that second option there.
Yeah.
And when we were at the Hobbit's house, we could have used something like that. The farm.
That's
Or
true.
Not hobbits, halflings.
That is true. Anything else for Shabazz?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Also, don't worry, I won't tell the Tolkien estate. Your secret's safe with me. You know, in the first edition of D&D, they called them hobbits, but the Tolkien estate threatened to sue, so that's when they came up with halflings.
Sent the Pinkertons after.
Sent the Pinkertons after. They sent a dark army of orcs. All right, there's going to be a lot of dashing and then choking. As these lizard men are stuck in this cloud kill. Theo, what would you like to do? Shino, you're on deck.
All right. We are gonna do a nice little um I'm going to do a fun little lightning lure. Or wait, no, you know what? Nah. Well, it's in water, so would it do extra damage? Hmm.
Telepathically. Oh, is wall also concentration like cloud kill?
Cloud kill is concentration.
Yeah, cloud kill is concentration.
Rules is written. No, it won't do. It won't do extra damage, even though it's in water.
Yeah, we'll just do a good old Toll the Dead.
Ding dong.
Wouldn't that be great though? Lightning bolt goes from a 100-foot line to a 100-foot radius sphere. It fired in the water. Toll the Dead. Who's your target?
This guy in front of me. Wall water is concentration.
That's a wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yes. We're
What
gonna
the shit?
silvery barbs that. Alright, it's half damage.
Hold on.
Meets it beats. My DC is 16.
That's still gonna be 15. Plus, no, yeah, 15.
And then, it's slowed, so I don't have to worry about stuff. So we're just
Correct.
I'm gonna get right here. It's the most movement I've done in a long time. It's so nice being able to fly and not be touched.
Yeah.
For now, until next combat where we got flying monkeys or something.
Monkey.
We got some water monkeys.
Oh, yes, the secret fifth element, monkey. Shino, it's your turn.
Alright, let's cast a spell without casting a spell, so I can be helpful but also maintain my spells. And by that,
Very
I
good.
mean I'm going to use my wanna short rest, wither and bloom that's upcasted from second to third because of scribe abilities. Wham! I'll take that spell slot back. Thank you very much.
The duality of dice. 2 6s, 1.
Oh, I used silver barb, so I will give it to
Thank you for knowing who I'm targeting. Because I'm failing to get to where I need.
Hargrim, you have advantage.
Gracias.
What's your spell save DC, Shino?
18.
Full damage for the both of them.
And Hargrim, since it's a third level casting, you can spend 2 hit dice plus 5.
Ooh.
If you so choose.
So that's 18. I can't do math. Hold on.
I don't think you get your con modifier on it. I think you get Shino's int modifier. So it's 9 plus 5 instead of 9 plus 4.
Makes sense.
It says they roll hit dice. Doesn't hit dice plus my modifier. It doesn't say anything about theirs. So,
Me.
either way, you roll hit dice, and it's
Ace.
plus 5 for plus 5 for me. And that's my turn. Because it seems like most things are on lock or in the process of being locked.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They've got 250 feet of movement?
Oh, pardon me.
Their movement is quartered, so even if they're dashing, it's like
30 feet.
nothing.
Pardon
Yeah.
me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
They're going subterranean. Oh. Is plant growth affecting us? Like,
No, because you can get around it. It will affect your movement a little bit, but
okay.
Oh, yeah.
so-
Medium creatures don't need to care, yes? Because of how you
m-
placed it?
yeah, medium and small.
Okay.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Well,
So this
Um,
guy is going to get there.
where I
But down the
cast-
hall where none of us are, it's all over the place. I knew they were down there, so I filled it all in down there. It's
Oh,
only
I-
up here
He,
where we're
he
at.
checkered it here and above.
I understand.
So, my
I do still
wither-
want them to be affected by the cloud kill, though. Sorry?
my wither and bloom would have removed any vegetation in this area.
Well, these guys are not super mobile already, so they might just stick around there until
Yeah.
Hargrim dies.
I don't think it matters, but just cause.
Hargrim, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step back here. And I'm gonna check this hammer using Theo's advantage that he gave me. I'll add my giant smite to this first throw. I will not add stone strike. I'm not looking to throw him further. And the dwarven thrower, which is this one. Okay. And I'll throw it. Ew. I'm gonna re-roll that one. That's a D8. So I had 2.
Ping your target again.
Oh, sorry. This one here.
Also, no worries.
And then I will throw it again, just normal. Where'd it go? That's drown. I got all these D labeled fucking weapons.
Drowns dwarven throwers and dives. Yeah, 31's going to be a big hit. 26 damage. That's a total of 31.
And
This
then
guy
I'll
takes.
move back up here.
Alright.
Anything else for us, Hargrim?
No, I'll save my actions. No, that's it.
Jex, it is your turn.
Alright, so the Bob is just gonna lay into the one skeleton who's made it far enough. I mean, lizard folk.
This one guy, he dies. He dies from the first attack. You can redirect your second attack. any place else. It'll hit either of these crisis if you want to direct them in that direction.
Yeah, we'll damage the weakened one.
Very good. 16 damage. Not too bad. Anything else for us?
Blobness is the same one. And I'll just lay all three into that same one.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
I love that about rogues.
49 damage.
He's not dead.
Really?
He's awfully close.
That's crazy.
Except, was the sneak attack applied to the last attack?
Technically, no, it has to apply to
Okay.
the first one.
Well, then, there we are. Anything
You
else
know
for
what?
us?
Bad idea, but
Oh, he's doing it.
Release the juice. It is as they say, the juice is on the loose.
Feels like a bloodlust action surge.
kinda, yeah.
Speaking of which, don't you have a feat that lets you sacrifice to do more damage?
No, that was on cleric jet.
He could cut himself. I mean, it's the emo or the emo cleric, yeah.
I was gonna say,
I'm a touch.
I remember you doing that, and then you haven't done it for a long time.
Honestly, if I get another feat, that might be fun for this build too.
Bladesinger gives you extra attack, right?
Does that count with action surge?
You action surge, you get a whole ass action.
It's true.
Oh, okay, cool. So I guess one more into the other cracks.
Get him. 14 damage.
I've been jinxing myself an attack here.
Very good. Anything else for us?
Nah, that's all me.
Very good. More lizard folk are going to charge at you very slowly.
Austin Powers.
This is pretty much.
The crisis is going to try and hit Hargrim
Okay.
with a bite. Looks like that's going to hit
Mhm.
for 25 piercing. That is shaved down to 12 with your Barbarian Raj. He remains slowed. Another lizard folk charges the Cloud Kill. Gonna do Cloud Kill shenanigans real quick here. Oh, sorry, didn't roll twice. Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. You can reroll for damage if you want, or you can elect to keep the 18. But we'll take whatever result you reroll if you go that route.
I think we'll keep the 18. Awesome.
Very good.
Right? What was the damage? Damage is 5d8 reroll, actually.
Okay.
There you go.
That works. I'll take
Another
it.
3.
That is a bunch of failed Constitution saves in a row.
Not a single one has passed. Oh, there's one.
Very good. Splendid. Shabazz, how do you wish to begin?
Move in a little bit so I can see them coming around the corner if they get the. But otherwise, I'm going to unload into the turret. Load.
Destroy him.
That's why they call it Eldritch Blast.
That will be 3 out of 4 hits.
What, 14? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Into my turn.
Oh, for some reason I didn't see the damage.
Oh, yeah, I'm showing it's a total of 14, all three. I got an 8, a 10. I'm sorry, an 8, a 4, and a 2.
Yes, I see. I thought you were talking about the Krasis' AC. I was like, with slow, that is correct.
Oh, I thought you were talking about AC too. Yeah.
Anything else for us?
Nope, it's the end of my turn.
Theodosius.
All right. Uh, I'm gonna fly over to here, and I can see into this room.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean that the entire that cavern is considered a straight shot?
For the most part, yeah.
Is it straight enough to cast lightning bolt again?
It is straight enough to cast lightning bolt, but you have to choose between either the big target at the end or the small target at the end.
Okay, we'll do big target at the end, and then cast another lightning bolt, 3rd level, and that does include my +3.
Very good. They fucking all die.
Yes.
Got anything else for us?
With my 5 feet of movement, I'm gonna move forward a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay back where I was. That'll be my turn.
Very good. Shino, what would you like to do?
Let's just try and make sure that guy stays slow fighting Hargrim. The amphibious
good.
turducken.
Understood.
He's gonna make an intelligence save.
Oh, shit. That's how you can tell that we're almost at the end of session.
And he takes
I don't even know why I'm rolling. He has a -4.
Cool. Oh yeah, I guess we. Oh, it was for the other one, but I guess we did establish they can't get past my DC with a -4.
He is hit with the mindless sliver. Got anything else for us?
Nope, that'll be all.
Very good. We're gonna have some fellas who are gonna start being afflicted with cloud kill. Hargrim.
Alrighty. We're gonna back up to her,
Yes.
and then we're gonna check the hammer at the big alligator.
Get him.
And so
Destroy.
for Giant's Might, I am gonna reckless. Give myself advantage. Here's the first one. And then I'll throw again. Also with advantage. And there's a 2 in there, so I'm gonna re-roll that.
I believe that's 57 damage.
Jeez.
What a hit. What a couple of hits.
And then I'll step back. Engaged with him. Keep him
Very,
here.
very good. You got any bonus actions for us?
No.
Then I would like Jax to make an action. Take his turn.
Okay, they can't see anything.
Roll a D100 for me, please. We're Gucci. Roll damage for that 29 and 18.
And then I'll be it for me this turn.
Don't forget your sneak attack. Hargrim's there.
Oh, you're correct.
Also, the Bobs can walk into the cloud kill without damage.
Nice.
Nice.
32 damage to the Krasis. Oh, very good. But yeah, that's going to be your turn. We are going to have a Krasis attack Hargrim
Okie dokie.
with his crab claws. That's going to hit 15 damage.
Well,
He is also no longer slowed.
hold on. He's got a D4. Oh. Taking mine or yours? Either way. I
I'll
think
take
you still
yours.
pass.
I'll take yours. It showed up first and you cast the spell. That brings that down to a 17. Which makes that he's still slowed. Understood.
Oh, sweet.
Round 5. I have a very important question for Theo. Are you going to maintain Cloud Kill?
Yes.
Very good. That makes my life easier. I just get to kill those fucking guys. There's a pile of dead lizard folk down that corridor. Shabazz, what are we doing?
Pew pew pew.
Get him.
Oh.
15 damage.
Oh, no wonder your agonizing blast isn't working since the level up.
Oh.
You have a charisma bonus of +5, yes?
Yeah, so that's a total of 30 then, from 3 from the last one and 3 from this one.
That is.
I was wondering why your Eldritch Blast looks so low in numbers.
You told me that too, then I had to do it after each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, every level up resets it for some frustrating reason. Would you like me to fix that for you, or do you got it?
I did it last time. I can figure it out here.
And it's not like it's an uncommon evocation. Like almost every warlock picks it up. You'd think they'd fix it.
It is too good. It's one of those spells. I kind of hate Eldritch Blast because it's so good. Like to the point that the 5e community will admonish a warlock that doesn't take it, which I don't think is very fair. You should never be told that you're playing your class suboptimally because you didn't want to take the magic crossbow spell.
I don't see it. It was just a button click last time.
You gotta open up the attack, which you did, and then you see like the damage 1d10, and then there's the hyphen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a drop-down menu, and then you just set it to CHA. There you go. Boom. Easy.
Yeah, it's working. It's just a shitty roll.
Okay, that time you just rolled a 1.
Theodosius, remember, you need to maintain your concentration for the round, but other than that, feel free to do as you please. Your last remaining enemy is very much near death. It would not take much.
Let's do... I've been wanting to use this spell. Actually, make sure that I have enough distance. Instant. I don't want to circle. I want a line. Oh, I got more than plenty. Get myself within 15 whole feet. Right there. And then I'm going to cast Lightning Lure.
Get him!
Yeah. And with my whole 19 strength, I will lift him up into the air towards me.
Spectacular. Please tell us how he dies and you end this encounter.
I begin to kind of create a spectral lasso in the air as or whip as I'm like kind of waving around my head, creating it, and I snap it down on its neck and just yank and pull the head off its body.
Lovely, just lovely. And with that, the battle comes to a close. You are victorious. The pathway down to the water-aspected manifest zone awaits.
Yay.
And I'll dismiss my cloud kill.
Oh, you want some crab legs there, Hargrim?
He's talking about the lizardman.
I need a new pair of boots.
Get you a belt buckle like you won a rodeo.
I guess if you want to harvest and eat the meat of these things that were people and the lizard folk who are people, you can do that if you want. There might be a small chance of developing prion disease. Other than
Wait.
that, though,
These big things were people too.
oh yeah,
Oh.
those big things were like like the reavers or ravagers, and so like water cultists would volunteer and become those things, mutated by Olihydra's power. Drown thinks they're beautiful.
Never mind, I'm not gonna eat them.
We still have a few minutes. Probably not enough time for me to feel too keen on starting the next dungeon. But we can start immediately with it next time we play.
Is there any loot on the lizardman?
Technically yes, but not here. Do you want to investigate their camp that is now no longer inhabited?
I was just thinking for time's sake, if we could squeeze that in, but it's not
Yeah.
important.
Most of their stuff that they have on their person is outclassed by equipment you already have, but there are two wooden treasure chests that they had in their possession. The two treasure chests contain 2,300 copper of assorted coins and notes, 1,250 silver, and 290 gold. This isn't all strictly in coin. There's some assorted gems in there and stuff too, but like, that's the overall value of their plunder that you have claimed for yourself. The room itself has a big stone bench surrounded by dozens of humanoid skulls that stands against the northwest wall of this dank cavern. In the middle of the room, hot coals glow in a fire pit, while crude nests of moss and mud are heaped here and there. There are a number of lizard folk script writing and graffiti on the walls of this cave. Does anybody know the language of the lizard folk?
What would that be?
Lizard folk.
Oh, I thought it would be like Aquan or something.
There is some in Aquan, actually. That's a good point. There would be some in Aquan. There are definitely like signs of like the cult of the wave are here. There is some worship to Olihydra. Veneration of the tide of water. And a repeating phrase, "Glory be to Prophet War Chief Drexa." Glory be to Prophet War Chief Drexa. It looks like Hargrim is not the only successor.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not terribly surprising because we fought a storm giant
But I'm
in air.
a prince.
Yeah, who knows how many half brothers your dad's got running around out there for you? All of which are princes. Unless it's your mom's side. I keep forgetting about that.
Unless Drexa is your dad spelled backwards.
I'm pretty sure that's Axard.
That sounds like a male's name.
It's a very
could
popular
be.
brand of cigarettes and milk in Eberron.
You just left out the bass part of it.
Cigarette spiced milk.
Secret.
Traveling further down, you find a waterfall that gushes out of the wall of a large cave, filling the swirling pool and then coursing through a passage to the north. A winding footpath follows the rushing stream. In addition to the stream's passage, there are stone stairs leading up into a passage of dar stonework to the north and cave mouths to the northwest and the southwest, through which you have already explored. These stairs will head up to the water temple. Congratulations. As far as cult-related encounters, we're done. You have cleared the Fane of the Eye, and I think explored every room, so I'm just going to go ahead and you might want to shield your eyes for a second and prepare for a lot of literal revelation. Behold, the entire map, it is yours.
It seemed a lot bigger than that.
It did seem much bigger. Oh, yeah, this was the giant room. That's just a hallway to there, yeah. Yep.
So that one was air. That's the first hole we jumped down. That's the one we cleared out already.
Seems like four corners. It's airs where you pinged. We got fire above that and to the left. Earth top right, and then water bottom right.
I have circled your manifest zone entrances.
Oh, these are the stairs leading to the temple. Leading up, I see.
Yes.
I thought it was leading down.
Within all those circles, go down. Yeah, these stairs are. If you went through the water temple down here, those are where you would have descended from. This is where you would have started if you started with the water temple.
Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down now.
Hmm. This dungeon is known as the Fane of the Eye, and congratulations, effectively clearing it. There's actually a couple of encounters still in here, but they're not really cult related, so fuck it. You guys haven't really explored this room too deeply. You sort of poked your head in.
Oh,
that's
right.
And there are those bug sounds.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's like the only thing.
Wasn't there some people in chains then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to find a slave to work the forge?
Listen, they're already in chains. I mean, they're used to it.
We gotta get Drown away from you. Your search for a slave is starting to become upsetting.
When Shabazz is upset, you know that you've reached a dark threshold.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Hey, Hargrim, just whenever in doubt, just think, what would Elias do?
Oh, I miss that guy. The good guy. He definitely wouldn't enslave someone to eternity making weapons.
Y'all are talking about, Rune Knight being a great fighter subclass, and I bet it is, but I like Echo Knight.
Echo.
Oh, no. No one's knocking Echo Knight. Echo Knight can do some neat stuff.
Echo Knight is real cool.
It definitely gets better in games that allow flanking. Sorry?
I was just saying, you never know. Maybe by now, Elias would have been as corrupted as us, though. So, where's that?
I don't know, man. We kind of took a nosedive for a while. He probably wouldn't be happy, but he would be now that we're redeeming ourselves.
Maybe Elias gets drowned and goes off his rocker.
See, a lot of things could have changed.
Man, if only that war pick came into Jax's possession.
Then he'd have no issue with us using the toss. Look at that.
So I'm just calculating.
Hmm.
We're what, 13 now, so this dungeon will be 14. We'll be level 15 for the last dungeon then, right? Well, playable 15.
Playable
Correct.
15, yeah.
By the end of this campaign, you will be level 16. If you go for each of these last 3 dungeons.
I'm just saying, Eldritch Blast would be up to 8 at level 15 if I got a action and bonus action.
8?
I just
Yeah,
want
it's-
to get to 14 so that I can do overchannel.
Wow.
A lot of Eldritch Blasts. A good deal of Eldritch Blasts.
So, anyways, I started Blast.
But it's not just Eldritch Blast. At 15, all those cantrips go up another die.
It's true. When you get level 15, man, the game's not scaled for it. So that last dungeon is going to be interesting.
My anus is ready.
The anus.
Alright, boys. I think I'm gonna follow Jex, who's already fallen asleep on us.
Oh, Jack, you asleep?
I'm chilling.
Oh, you've been so quiet. I thought you fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's valid though.
I know. Jax was just sitting there sipping tea as you guys were like, maybe we did go a bit overboard with the evil. Maybe.
Well, anyway.
Uh,
I'm off
Listen,
to
the best thing about being evil is the redemption arc. So just
I
go
mean-
go be as evil as you want, and then have your redemption arc, and then it's like your sins are forgiven. All done, all better.
Who doesn't love a good redemption arc?
Exactly.
I got a couple of backstories from you guys though for the Star Wars game. That redemption arc is going to be tough to earn. Just throwing that out there right now for some of you. Do we have any questions or comments, concerns, anything of that nature before we call it for tonight? And are we locking in with water? And if not, I want to know which dungeon we are locking in with, because next time we play, we are starting with room 1 of that dungeon.
No, I think we're right here. I think we decided water is next.
Yep, I go with water.
Yeah.
I guess.
Very good. Proud of you guys.
Are you?
Yeah, you know what? I am. This is a long campaign, and the fact that you guys have like been able to stick with it for so long makes me genuinely happy and proud of you guys as players. Right? It's I like this group a lot. The Backdoor Gang is cool as hell.
We're role models.
Yeah, you're role
We're sculpting future generations.
Well,
Yeah.
Quite literally for some of us.
so yeah, if there's anything left on your minds, fellas, I want to hear about it. If not, though, I gotta start heading to bed. So
Same Zeus. I love you all, but good night.
Yeah, good game. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.